right? Yin Creates, and I think the different part is, I mean, back when I met her, right, she was creating dresses, and that was her business, and she had her shop, and it was a full-blown business, and then she drifted off into the world of nonprofit, and so most of what Yin's been doing has been nonprofit work, and now she's coming back and thinking she'd like to create a little income stream from some of her passions, which is why you're all here. But I had this discussion with Mark, and I was also thinking, you know, something that Yin does ought to be video. We ought to have a video.
And maybe they said maybe a website or something. This is just
an experiment.
And trying whatever comes out, we don't know. But Pearl and I work in nonprofit, and we're on a board together. So we both spend a lot of time, and of course we love giving back to the community. But I'm okay now too to receive income for what I do.
You know, everyone here has done nonprofit work with Yin. I
had bring all my friends
I think
in
all of you probably
too, and I think my newest one would be Beth from the Marsh. So I try to get friends from different areas that know me and how they view me, that I either work with or have been friends with, grew up with. So I just want everybody's input and their experiences with me.
And the other thing we found out is Mark's really he's a very good facilitator.
Mm-hmm. So
and I thought, Mark, I would just, before I turn you loose, is just refresh.
I'll just say that better when I'm not behind the camera, so there'll be a little dancing back and forth. So
We'll let you do that. We'll let you
Right.
dance all
Right.
you want. But I'll just refresh your memories on what's in the invitation. So we're a focus group for Yun's new endeavor, whatever it turns out to be. Yun wants to put her passion and creativity to use in new directions. She would love to have the thoughts and ideas of you, her close friends, to help develop her vision. This is a casual gathering, and Mark's going to do most of the facilitation. Yin's goals: help Yin define her new venture, determine a vision or mission statement. I'll take notes, that'll be my job. A potential business name or names, description of services or products she might offer, how much she might charge for services, describe who her market might be and who is her competition. I don't think she has any.
Without equal, right?
You're her husband, that's not fair. But everyone needs a husband like Scott.
Yes.
Oh, they do, they do.
Yeah.
My, that's what we need, Mark. Turn the camera on.
It's already on.
Yeah,
I'm not
and
missing
so
any
is
of
Doug.
this.
What is Yin's competitive?
Can you imagine Douglas or Kurt sitting here with us having this conversation?
Oh, yes, they could do it.
Oh, Scott, you're dreaming.
Evan, help us.
Yeah.
They could do it. What's Yin's competitive advantage? Strategies for reaching potential clients. That's pretty much it. And Mark we don't really know what we're going to do with this video yet. It's number one, it's for Yin's viewing afterwards, but there's possibilities that parts of it could be used. Well, how, Mark?
Well, I mean,
YouTube
if
or-
it's ever, there's something that you say here that really captures something about Yin that might be used in some future video if she decides to do something along those lines.
little snippets.
Right. And if she develops a business idea and she doesn't want to begin to market it, the idea would be that something might get posted up on YouTube as part of a little bit longer video. Or we might catch one of you saying something just really inspiring about Yin. If that happens to be the case, we'll certainly get your permission before any of that goes, over the internet. And that sort of thing.
Viral.
Yeah,
Yes.
That would be our
Yes.
hope, of course.
Right. Do you want them to sign these?
I'm not going to worry about that unless we decide
Yeah,
to
unless
go
we
that route.
decide.
Unless we do something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Is,
let people sign releases, but
is anyone uncomfortable being videoed for the reasons we've talked about? And if you are, you should say I am, and because Mark can easily edit.
yeah. And like I say, I'm not going to.
All these friends,
For you,
they're hams. She's
at
a
this
ham.
point, it's for Yin and Scott's viewing and maybe your viewing enjoyment. Like I say, if anything goes anything beyond that, here we'll get your permission before
Sue,
that
can you
happens.
slide the cream down? I'm going to just take a little shot. Thank you. Does anybody need anything else to drink?
You wanna pass me a paper?
Oh.
Sure.
Oh, you got one there, alright, I'm good, thank you.
Scott, you wanna take
Oh. You're way too cute to do that.
Okay.
And just to elaborate a little bit on what Scott said here, I changed really careers here a few years ago, and mine sort of dead-ended with the recession. Scott mentioned I was a cabinet maker and a cabinet business for a number of years, and then I wound up in construction administration for a whole bunch more years. I won't say how many, but in 2009, construction is, along with everything else, but construction got hit really hard.
Mhm.
And trying to find a job at my age with my experience was really difficult, in fact, damn near impossible. So it was what to do next, reinvent. And I had done filmmaking when I was younger as a student. Decided that I might try my hand at video. So I'm primarily aimed at helping small businesses get themselves on the internet. So on YouTube, other social media, and on websites. So if Yin decides to go forward, that would be my goal would be to help her get publicity for herself and in what's really become one of the most effective ways to market yourself these days is just video. So this is a little experiment just to see how that looks.
Yeah, can you grab a pen up there for me too?
Oh, here's one here.
Oh,
You're
this
welcome
fair?
to use that.
Okay, thanks.
Is this yours?
I got one.
That's
I got
fine, I'm not gonna be taking too many notes, so.
Here's- do you want-
We're good.
Are any of you in business or have been in business?
Yeah, why don't
We're
we-
all in.
Yeah, I'd like to- I'd love
was
to
going,
hear it,
first
yeah.
I was going to introduce, but maybe
Yeah.
should I introduce them and
Yeah.
then,
Yeah,
okay.
good.
Yeah, that would be
All right.
great.
Or do you want them to?
And then they can add, you
But
know.
then, yeah, it'd be nice to hear a little bit.
Okay, well, I'll start with Pearl. It's Pearl Burgatt, and she's been a dear friend. Well, she's very creative and talented. She's retired now, but her business background was a research
Molecular biologist.
at the University of Minnesota.
Oh.
She did that. So many
Wow.
years.
Oh,
And
what
then-
kind of biologist?
Molecular.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So, but then I just want to connect a little bit. My mom, when she turned 95, we did a book for her. And Pearl, because she is very expressive in both English and Chinese, she helped to translate the whole book of my mom's book. And so that was, her, we couldn't have done it without her
No.
doing this book. And
Beautiful
she-
book.
It was just
Mhm.
fabulous, and I just, can't thank her enough for that. So that's another connection with Pearl and I. And then we're both on the board for this Chinese Heritage Foundation, and Pearl is the executive director. And so it's Ming's vision to
Ming Chu.
Ming Chu, and you know Ming, Sandy, vision to have the Chinese heritage and culture, continue and share with the community. And she had asked, Pearl to be her executive director to carry this mission out. So we've been 9? Oh, I can't, 9
That
years.
was wonderful.
And it was 6 years that we did the event at the
Right,
Mall America,
yeah.
so that's.
So
the two
Ming
that-
created the.
Well, Ming's,
Oh.
it's Ming's vision, and she had talked to Pearl, and then the two of them collaborated, and then Pearl's expertise and direction has guided us to this.
Wonderful.
So it's really Pearl's, I think, what did I say, her,
She's
My
a,
capability.
Craziness. It's my craziness.
no, she's very extremely capable.
You're working harder now, huh?
Yeah, she's very
Yes, I
extremely
know.
capable.
She's
in
great
that.
at-
Yeah.
Yeah.
she's
And
great at
it's a
taking
very
it.
large, how it has to be what it is right now. I mean, just a thought into this.
Yeah.
Well, she's great at envisioning and executing a plan.
And then, one more thing is that we took on a very, very, very large, endeavor, I would say. And you want to say a little bit about that, because I think
Well,
you
we
can
were
articulate better.
hoping to commission an opera based
Yes.
on
And
a
that,
very famous Chinese novel.
Oh,
So
would
we're
that be
getting
exciting?
very close to
Good.
having the artist committed.
And
So-
again, it is the
exciting.
strength of Pearl.
So
It's
exciting.
her strength and her ability to connect with a lot of people. I mean, that is a huge, huge undertaking. And
But that's also your strength, Miss
well,
Eva.
I decorate. you know.
Everything is collaborative.
Yeah. So the people on this team, it's a very small group.
Yeah.
And one of them you may know is Margaret Wong, who teaches at Breck. She's awesome. And so we have a very small board, but hardworking. Hardworking. And I know you have come to some of the events, and she has supported every chance she's able to come to our events. But San Francisco Opera has accepted the.
But they plan to produce.
Invitation. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Develop
So-
and produce these.
So
Oh,
it will
yeah.
open in San Francisco like 2 to 3 years from now. It's been going on for 2 years now.
2016.
So, and we need to raise more money and
And
more
so,
awareness.
so the composer is in China? And
No, here.
He's here,
Well,
okay.
you've seen a couple of his work.
And
he's-
composing here now, then?
Right.
Okay.
It's a very
They're gonna
famous
sign the
book.
contract any minute.
Yeah, anyway.
Oh.
So the book, let's say it's a very famous story. Let's just say
Yeah.
comparatively to like
Yeah,
Shakespeare.
we should get going.
Yeah.
We
So
need to
anyways,
get
that was
going.
why
Okay.
I had
I
it
see.
earlier. And then Beth Kessler, and I've known her from the Marsh and through other connections, and we have movie nights and we have fun cooking and jewelry and what have you. You know, so we have that connection through a number of friends.
Right.
You know, connecting. And her husband and went to school with Scott and Edina, so we have the Edina guys movie nights. And she's very creative and talented, but her background is a physical therapist.
Occupational. I'm an occupational therapist and a life coach.
Ah, okay.
And one thing that really intrigued me, having Beth coming here, was she went to New York and did a internship with
Martha Stewart.
Martha
comes
Stewart.
Oh, fabulous.
Just this
So-
past year.
So I just
Fabulous.
thought that would be, you know, in the connection of
How
things.
cool is that?
Yeah, it was very cool.
Yeah. So anything you want to add to what I said?
No, that's good. I love being creative too,
I
so.
know, so I thought you would be a good person to.
Thank you.
So we'll talk about the internship
Yeah.
later.
I wanna
hear
I'm
about
very
that.
interested to know
And then
what.
Betty Benton is here, and I met Betty through Sandy, and I just have to let you know that Betty is now are you the marketing person for, what is it, I don't know the exact title that you are.
I have my own business, but I do the marketing for the Minnesota Zoos and the YMCA's. And
But just to let
Little
you
food
know how
company.
she has excelled herself, is that here is a person hardworking, that without a college education, she has excelled to be where she is now. And she was the president of B. Dalton. So
Oh.
to achieve that without a college education, that is
Oh.
a major, you know, honor. I
those
think.
were fun years.
And so I met Betty through Sandy, and I made her clothes when she went to visit President Reagan to get her honor when she was with B. Dalton for the reading program. And then
So
other
the
things.
National Literacy Initiative.
Yeah. And I did her daughter's weddings, and then I did some catering. So she's seen me with flowers and food and fashion all these years. So we stay connected that way. And then Sandy, my oldest friend, since we were like about 13, goes back. Well, she knows anything about me, and I know about her. So it's just not having a sister where we can talk about everything unconditionally love. They're there for each other.
She has a fabulous business.
And the fabulous business and this interior designer. So she's in the book, the most recent book. I mean, her photos of her home and her work has been in magazines. But the most recent book, it's actually a book, is the one that was the famous homes around Lake Harriet, or is it
Minneapolis Lakes.
Minneapolis Lake? So she did that one, a very well-known couple in the Twin Cities, and that took like 3 or 4 years.
6 years.
6 years to do remount the home, and that home is on.
Patricia Temple or Betty Temple?
No,
No, it's the Phelps home. It's on 46th in Lake Harriet Boulevard.
Jim and Nancy Phelps, and she's done their homes from the past before. So
This is the most talented woman.
And
I
she
know.
did Betty's home too.
You're all
and,
talented.
And, yeah, and so we all so creative and talented in all the so many
Different
ways.
ways.
So, and then Sue Baggy is a friend that we met, just, I think, drawn to certain circumstances and energy. But anyway, she helped me with my garden, started out there in
And
my
it's
landscape.
gorgeous.
And
Oh
she thinks she was part Chinese, this red hair, but she
Yes.
thinks she was
I
part
believe
Chinese.
it.
Yes, yes.
She loves everything Chinese.
And
she
I also
support-
have 5 sons.
But yeah, 5 sons. So that's yeah.
And a wonderful husband, Larry, who
Yeah,
I
we
just
just love
dearly.
Larry
Yes,
and
yes.
Sue
Who
and
knows so-
Sammy and Sandy and Doug and Betty and Kurt, and then also you and Bob and
And Sue,
Pearl and Bob,
Sue's-
too.
Yes.
Sue,
so I mean
you're
all the
Bob,
husbands
too.
we have known.
Sue teaches classes at the Arboretum and is very, very knowledgeable.
Very
about
talented.
plants.
So, anyways, I just
Flowers.
really feel really grateful and appreciative of all these friends that I had in my journey, and I said,
And
well.
then our friend Patty Yen. Patty Yen. Patty is from junior high and high school, but now she's known as Yen. And she is the most creative, talented person that I know
Wow.
in all respects, in fashion, in food, and flowers, and events. And so you could go on forever talking about her.
So now, thank you very much, Sandy, but now taking that into consideration, what can I do then so I can, now I've asked God's Spirit to guide me through this, and I know there's wonderful opportunities, but what can I do, not as a full business, but when I do something that I am going to be paid for doing something I love, with my passion.
So what is your biggest passion at this time?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was just sharing with Pearl, as I love to cook, and but then she shared with what you said about cooking, when I was doing cooking classes.
Well, cooking is really not as special as what she can do in fashion. I mean, lots of people can cook, and it's messy. Really,
Don't we know?
in a practical sense, cooking is messy. Why do you want to teach someone to cook? It's much more fun to dress someone and get someone to look put together, which is one of her great strengths.
But I think Yen also has the ability to produce soul food. It's much more than food.
What did you call it, Sue?
Soul food.
Soul food. Say more about soul food.
I like something more permanent, I guess.
Nourish the soul.
Nurses.
You can tell the love's in it,
So what
The
what I'm
aesthetic of it, the way she presents it.
the
is part of it.
presentation is gorgeous, but why limit to food or fashion or flowers? I mean, because it's it's the overall creative,
package.
yeah, the whole package. So just expand upon that, and just like your, what the name that you've been using says, Yin Creates.
This was kind of last minute. We didn't know it was a yen. They said I had to get an email address, and so I said, well, I'll just use yen something, So, well, you're so creative. This Yin Creates, and that's how it came. And was this a last minute?
But it works.
I like
And
Yin Creates.
And it stretches across whatever you decide
Yes,
you
it
want to do.
does.
I mean, wouldn't places use you to orchestrate their whole event?
Event?
Yes.
Be an event
Well, I
planner.
sort of did like with Betty, for example, because I know she has seen me and I've seen Sandy's work, so she trusts me, and we work really well together. She'll just say, "Oh, I need a dress for my daughter's wedding," and
And then do the food, and then do the brunch, and then do this, and then do that.
so but we work, it's fun. I don't, like I say, I did, my mom, the reason this came about was because my mom is gone, and I was, more available for my mom, even though she was still very independent. But I don't want to say free, but I'm just more available to do whatever without a concern, without another concern. And did take care of my grandchildren, and that's done so much. And so it's like, okay,
You're into
I'm
transition.
able to do whatever I want to do, and be flexible.
So
I
would-
want to go with the flow, and of course I'll do my, on the board and volunteer work for different organization. I love that, but I like to be open and receive.
Would you limit your volunteer work then? Because I know you're extremely busy. So how are you going to fit it all in?
Learn to say no. I know that's what you say.
Okay,
Learn to
now
say
would
no.
these volunteer organizations hire you to plan the
No,
whole
some of them,
event?
they're nonprofit. They don't have the money. I mean, I work on a really shoestring, and to help them raise funds. So, and Sandy and Pearl we don't have much money to, and all the organizations is there to raise funds.
They're all volunteer.
No.
Yeah, but one of the
volunteers.
most sought after things in the nonprofit world are people who know how to raise money. And so the potential for you to create a business that does these very creative things as fundraisers is definitely there. Because
You're
nonprofits
saying
don't.
the organization would raise more money when she creates the event?
Yeah, it's
As a professional
as a
fundraiser.
professional fundraiser.
Oh, a
but
fundraiser.
friend-raiser is what many of them are calling it
Oh.
now. But they're raising the
Friend.
money through events.
Friend.
You know, the straight ask and the direct mail and all the things that nonprofits have done for years have lost favor, and they're not getting the kind of response that they used to get. So now they're doing many more things as events that provide an experience for the customer that engages them with that nonprofit, showcases the work that they do, but the customer has an experience that is memorable. Then they have that relationship, and then they can go back and ask for additional donations. So I think there's real potential.
Oh, hi, Al. This is my son, Alex.
Hi,
Come here, Alex.
How are you?
Alex
I
is
think
back from
also the
Dallas,
younger
and
generation
he
is
was
more into
gone.
that.
Oh, here, no, I'll sit here, honey. You sit over here because I think Mark is trying to.
Either.
Why don't you slide yours over there?
Actually, it's nice having you over there, Yin, because I have you in the picture. So
Yeah.
that's all right.
Oh,
Trade.
Now that I see how
Oh,
great you're looking.
You don't
for
want
it.
Alex in the
You want
picture?
Al over here?
Yeah, maybe even further over here.
Okay, well,
Right.
pull this chair.
You can even use the comfortable chair there. if you
Yeah.
want. No.
Okay, pull this over a little bit.
I think that you really hit upon something too, because I think that events, are becoming stale. And it's the same old, same old. You go to the event, you dress up, it's a silent auction, it's a live auction, and then you go home. And I know I just worked on the Basilica event, and it's becoming more and more of an entertainment evening.
Yep, it has to
It,
be a
it
venue.
has to be something that people are going to remember from year to year and build upon that, so that they know when they come, they're going to expect something out of the ordinary,
And they want to learn something.
and they want to learn something. And what they do is they do a they did a silent and a live auction, but what they do is they have the what is it called, where you have a fundraiser for a specific purpose. And they
Fun for need.
Yes, Fund for Need, and they raised the Basilica raised over $45,000. I think it was $54,000 in about 10 minutes. 10 minutes. So
There's
I
magic in that.
yeah.
So Sandy and I usually work with the Lundstroms. Unfortunately, she couldn't come to this one, the last one we did. But I was sharing with Pearl that in 10 minutes too, we had $145,000.
Yes. Yes.
But that was asking people giving, $250,000.
5,000, yes,
And then,
yeah.
then 10,000. I mean, we had $250,000, just like that. And then we had 10,000, and then the 5,000, and then went to 2,000, 1,000, and then 500. Was, the hands were just going up.
And then
So you'd like to see Yin do what now?
I would like to see her create events.
Yeah,
Entire
but how would she-
events
And
from
the
beginning to
place
end.
would pay for it because they
usually
knew
do.
they'd have something
Yes,
extraordinary.
yes.
Because they're all trying to top
I think
each
the pressure of doing these events is huge.
Oh, definitely.
And To be frank, I'm not sure Yin wants that kind of pressure.
Okay, but like now, for example, at the Martha Stewart Company, they have events like,
Tell me how you got that.
all the
It
time.
was a sign auction, did you buy the
Yeah,
sign
I bought
auction?
it through an auction. I
Okay.
bought the internship through an auction. But like tonight, they're raising money for the Martha Stewart Living Center through Mount Sinai Hospital in New York. And even though like they're putting on events all the time, they don't do everything. They don't make every hors d'oeuvre. They call in like the
Special
teams.
all
Yes.
the people come in.
Yes.
So
You
you get to
know.
know the best that does this, the best that does that.
Right,
and
but
you pull in
you,
the-
is that
Pull
of
in the
interest to you
One of
to?
the components, well, I have done that in the past when I did for like mental health and other organizations that didn't have, I had to find the location, you know, do the invitation, do the whole venue, you know. and
But
the-
can you let go of the control?
No,
Yes.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Can she let go of the control and find teams that under her direction would create an invitation, that would create, you know, certain aspects of the event, because she cannot do the whole thing.
Well, unless she specialized in smaller ones where she could do it all, but like you say,
I think that
Well,
kind
those
of thing takes an awful lot of organizational skills.
Yes,
And
yes.
it's the
A
bigger
lot of
organization.
scheduling, and frankly, at our stage of life,
Yeah, I
That's
don't
what I
want,
was gonna
yeah,
say.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
Yin wants to take,
And I
and
did-
I would not wish that on you.
Yeah.
I would not wish that
Yeah.
on you.
Well,
I
let's
think-
go back to the beginning then. What do you want to do?
Here, wait. Is
Okay.
it the large organizations that would pay for an event planner,
Yeah,
not the
much
small
more.
Yes,
ones?
Right,
they
not
can't.
Well,
They
she
small.
cannot
can't do
afford it.
every aspect of a large one. She can only do and maybe she doesn't even want to do all the aspects of a
Right,
smaller
and
one.
I think Pearl can read me, because we talked before, we're at this stage in our life that we want to help organizations and volunteer, but time-wise, I just want to be flexible in my time. If something comes, I'm going to help do some wardrobe.
Well,
or-
maybe you want to be one of the people that the existing event planners use then. That
Yeah.
the existing
That you're a
event
resource.
planners
Do-
you'd say, you'd market yourself that you do,
Consulting of some.
I mean, you'd do flowers, or you'd do food, or you'd do the decor, or whatever, or the fashion.
But yeah, but what happens is, and you know, because I know her
No.
very well, because she's so creative,
Sticks the whole-
she'll say, "Well, I'll do the food." Then all of a sudden, it spills out to the invitations. Then
The
it spills
flowers.
out, and then it spills out into
To the
this, and then it
tables, and
spills
then
out
it's-
into that, because she has an overview and a vision of
Of what
how
it should
this,
be.
of how it should be, and the vision is magnificent. You know, but to how to let go of the control, where she'll find people that she trusts, and she can say, "This is my vision. This is my vision for the invitation. Just fly with that." You know, "This is my vision for the flowers. Just fly with that." You know, because that's what a good organizational
person does.
That's what a chairperson does. Is they are, you know, the nucleus for the wheel.
The other thing too is the timing for it, because when you start to get good, you have to produce to keep the business. And how involved do you want to be? I mean, do you want it to go on weekly? Do you want it to go on monthly? Do you want to do it seasonally? You know, because
I like it when somebody say, "Okay, I have an event next month on, you know, Tuesday. Would you ever do this?" And I look at my schedule. If I'm free, and this is something that I think I would enjoy, you know, doing as part of my creativity. And they said, "Yeah, you'll get $300 for doing this," and whatever. It's something with the flow, with opportunities like that. I don't want
The
to-
randomness of
yeah,
it.
yes, I don't want it to be so.
Oh, so
Maybe
we don't
maybe
need
one
to
day.
worry about the video, because you're just gonna go word of mouth kind of.
Most of my work has to, I mean, all my design sewing, my business has been by word of mouth. I've been very, very fortunate to have good clients, this one refer this one, that's how I'm.
But do you want to expand your business? I mean, do you want to expand your business so that you are getting paid for it? Because that's how we started, that you want to get paid now for what you do. So then that means you have to expand, or you have to drop something in order to
Take more
I think
design.
our
Yes.
goal is to help her find the one thing she loves to do that she can do on a flexible schedule.
And that
It's
she's,
not for us to say what are all the good things she can do. She can do a zillion things.
Right,
But we want to help her find the one thing or two things
to focus.
well, and that
that
she's,
she can basically just
and
zip
that
right
she's
through.
that she's comfortable asking
zip right
for.
through.
Yeah.
And
Is
and-
that
I mean,
is that
that's what
Ann? Is that
And-
Patty Ann?
You want to have,
And-
she wants to have fun
Yeah, I
at
want
this
to have
stage.
fun.
and that she's comfortable asking for money for it.
Yeah, well,
Right?
that,
Is
we'll
that
get
right?
to that part.
That's
We'll
her
get to that
fashion
part.
Look at it,
We'll
business.
get to that.
Yeah.
That's your fashion
What
business.
have you been comfortable asking for money for
Nothing.
in the past?
Well, for the bounty was
No.
nothing, and then I don't.
For
ask
fashion.
Your
enough.
fashion
Yeah,
business.
but it's not,
And you're
Yes.
catering.
yeah, but I don't ask enough. I mean, I think I was gonna be in that, because I'm a perfectionist, I put in more hours in, and
You're
I
a
think it's gonna take me,
perfectionist.
40 hours to do this dress, but I'm so particular, it maybe went 80 hours, and
The other problem is expanding your business beyond your friends and your acquaintances because it's harder to ask them for money. You know,
because I just,
No,
I enjoy
she's
it.
going to have a business partner who would take care of all the business.
See, she's a good one.
That's the
I
only way
agree.
she's going to
Yeah.
get
Pearl,
Yeah, because
I
I'm not-
agree.
yeah, 'cause
I agree that she
Oh.
needs a business partner. Yes.
I mean, that is more detail and appointment, because
Yeah.
I don't like to do, emailing and
Yes.
big appointments.
A partner or an administrator.
Administrator.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah, right.
an
An
administrator,
assistant,
exactly,
because I
yes, an
don't like
assistant,
to-
exactly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um,
What about, small dinner parties?
I thought of that too.
You know, small dinner parties, like lavish graduations, or,
You don't make a
I'm-
lot of money in those things.
I know, but family
You don't.
reunions are becoming really big
don't make
deals
money.
now. They
You
don't
make
want to
money.
pay.
She wants to
consultant.
make money. I mean, really. I mean,
She
big
wants to-
dinner
Well, how about being
parties,
a
$60 per
stylist?
person is about
A
all they'll
stylist,
pay.
that's what
What
she,
about
she's,
calling? She should be a stylist, and I suppose it could be food, fashion, or
well, Pearl mentioned
flowers.
that I should be a stylist.
Well, speaking of that, you could be a stylist for the ad agencies for
yeah, for
for
publication.
styling the the food shot, or styling the photo shoot, or styling the video production.
Yeah, I would like that, or Pearl mentioned, that I can do, because I love doing shopping, for people and coordinate the wardrobes. And
Yes,
I love doing that.
you are fantastic at it. You
And-
find
oh, a
most
personal
amazing.
shopper.
Well, personal
Betty,
shopping.
That's a bit-
Betty,
that's
can you do
like a
that?
stylist.
Can you do that as a consultant, or do you have to hire on to a full-time
No, I would be,
job?
they would be, I would be the one.
I'm
to
asking
shop.
Betty.
As a stylist for a
For an ad
photog-
agency. Ad
Those are
agency.
all contract folks that get called in. It's a word of mouth game
Yeah,
of getting into that circuit, and you
okay.
get called in to do a shoot here and there, and you take it if you.
Ellen or more. I mean, you just call
Call
Andrea and say,
Listen, but you know who used to do that?
Ann.
Ann.
From
used to
Ruddy.
do- Yeah, to do, if they're gonna do a photo shoot, she'll go find a lamp or find a
And
table.
Molly, Christine's daughter, my sister-in-law's daughter, so my niece, that's what she does for
Oh.
Target.
Oh,
You mean Mike's
okay.
daughter?
Yes. Mhm.
Then, I
But
know,
she's also a photographer, but she does styling, and she's also a styling assistant.
How much money do they make?
There's a lot of, well, how much money? It's
Well,
by the hour, and
Yeah.
it's not much.
Well,
It's
I mean,
not
if
much
that's
money.
the
No,
other
it's
thing,
not
are
much
you-
money.
Paid $50 an
Like,
hour.
do you have
Maybe not even
Is
that.
there a certain amount of money you want to make?
Ian,
Yes.
you're saying you
Name
don't
your,
even make $50 an hour doing those.
name
Oh,
what
yeah.
your goal
Being a
is.
stylist.
You have a goal.
well, if I can just, have something once a month, I bet maybe
I
$1,000
think
a
you
month.
should shoot for $100 an hour.
Well,
Let's talk about a month or a
she has
year.
a monthly
Yeah.
goal.
Well, I can,
1,000 a month you'd like to make?
Yeah.
if I can do something I enjoy and have fun, if I can really have fun working with something and really enjoy them, and if I made a difference in their lives or in whatever they're doing, and I got paid for it, that would be
See, I think there's a real niche for women who are transitioning into their postmenopausal years, where everything is changing. They're trying to keep that youthfulness, yet not crossing over.
Dress their age.
To dress their age, to
Enhance
their
and-
jewelry the right age, their makeup the right age, finding the right hairdresser that knows now the right dermatologist to take care of your skin in this change. I mean, there's so many of us that are making that transition now.
Well, and people are moving from their house to other kind of places.
I mean, and
And
this
they
is
want like a new life.
And this is huge in interior design too. It's called aging in place, where you're, where you're in your home. You want to stay in your home, but you have to make your environment conducive to the changes that you are making physically and mentally and everything else. So maybe that is a really good idea, is to lock into that, because I mean, baby boomers, this is going to be huge. And the thing about aging in place too is that people don't want to feel old. They want to feel young, because 60 or 70 now
It's
is
still
like
young.
the new
Yeah,
40 or 50.
Right, because
For the-
Scott had a friend that wrote a book, and it's like, I'm new at getting old. I never thought, because I never thought of being old. I thought my mom was older, but I didn't
Yeah,
think
but your
I
mom was
getting old.
in her late 90s.
Yeah, this is almost 98. So I never thought of being old. Then I read the book. I said, yeah. Now I'm looking at the rainbows.
I guess
go,
I'm
oh,
old.
yeah, I guess I'm old.
Yes.
I'm new at getting old.
Yeah.
I
I think that would be a really good niche. A really
But
good niche.
that's a lot of work too. I mean, what do you want some other company, designers, firms to contact you with some specific thing? Like, we would like you to find the decor for our stage for whatever. Like a very specific.
I love shopping.
Let's be specific. You love shopping for clothes.
Well, and accessories, home
Yeah, but
accessories.
see, I think the personal
Clothes.
stylist for
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we're
I
onto
like
a
this
track
idea.
here.
of the-
Yeah, me too.
that-
I
that
think we're
brings
onto
the
a
age
track.
group.
Me too. I do too.
I like
Because you
I
could
do
add
too.
the pieces that you make, that you make the foundation pieces, and then you add the. I mean, look what you've done for me
Accessories
each time.
And you could be a shopper. I mean, you
Yeah.
are a shopper. And so you're not limited now to making things and sitting at the
It's a lot of
machine.
time consuming.
You know,
I'm not gonna do
I
it.
mean, you
I
have
can alter a little bit, like I said, oh yeah, let's get that. And they said, well, it doesn't fit quite right. I said, well, I can do this for you. Take this in. I can see the, possibility of shortening it or add this to it. I'm doing a dress right now for somebody who bought a dress, but she needed sleeves. I said, well, that could be done on that one. Sometimes it's a little harder, but, it's just.
I think there's magic
Are
in that
women
movement.
willing to pay?
Oh hell yeah!
Oh gosh,
They're
yes.
making a ton of
Oh my
money.
gosh,
They
these
will
are.
pay $100 an hour.
Oh, without a doubt.
That's it. That's
Well,
your niche.
wait,
That's your niche.
or the establishments where the articles are coming from would pay.
Commission.
No. The woman is the client. The woman pays.
I think
The
she
woman
You can
also
double dip.
has to contact her financial planner and find at what point she has to cut off on her earnings and how much she really
Oh, I
wants
can,
to.
no,
Oh,
when
she's
you're
not
70, you
gonna
can make
worry
as
about
much as you
There's
want.
no problem there.
Yeah, I think we can do
At her
this
age.
now.
Yeah, at her
You
age.
can make all you want.
After what?
After
No, we're not
65.
gonna worry about those
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, she can make all she wants now.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to speak for a couple people who couldn't be here. One is Lucy, another friend of ours, and she said she just wanted to get it out. She says, she called me, she said, I can't be here, but I thought some ideas for you, and that's like become, like work for like the Guthrie or theaters, costume
Oh
design.
yeah, you would be phenomenal.
But then, well.
But then you're committed to a
yeah, I
schedule.
said,
You
no,
are.
I don't want to.
Ooh, there's a
The
lot
demand-
of research
Yeah,
in that.
research
Oh
and
my
that.
goodness.
To help the sketch. And
Oh,
So
no.
anyway, but I wanted. She said, "Let me think." But I thought you'd be so good.
You'd
for
have no
it.
flexibility. You are
I
completely
mean, I
on
don't want
there.
a 9-to-5 job, for that.
How about you,
So and then my neighbor across the street who brought the pie over, and she says, "Well, she had a church meeting, and she says my thing is that maybe you can do. It's called team building. Let's just say, Betty, your company, you have maybe 8 to you have a meeting with your associates." and it's to have good rapport, team building. And you would hire me in to do whatever. Okay, let's say we're gonna do a little cooking segment, special, So it's, and then this person chops and this one slices. And that one happens to be a cooking one, but I mean, it could be a salads one. I can help come in and do accessories. It's called team building, getting people involved and working with them. So
Can I come
There's a
back
lot
to
of
something?
companies that do that.
There was a whole lot of energy here around the stylist thing. Could we come back to that?
It's
Yin?
her
Does that
strength.
interest you?
It's
I
it
love
oozes
it.
from
I
her
love it.
pores.
Because I just got done doing just a sample for Pearl, just example. She couldn't decide which dress, and I said, wherever I said, this is good because this, that.
That's
And
what
then
you should do.
And it's simple. It's simple. It's not.
That's what I
It's
mean,
not.
she can do it.
Oh, she can do it in her
blind.
sleep.
I know,
She can do
I
this
know.
in her sleep. So it's
oozes
nothing.
from your
the
It does.
beauty of it is a one-on-one relationship. You have no company, no organization, nothing to worry about.
And you don't have any. Well, you
don't have
Wait,
bookwork.
I thought she
Yeah.
needed someone to do the finances.
Yes,
But then there's one-on-one, then it's okay, but
that's just
that's easier.
there's
But if I have a lot of those, I
you
would
don't
have
want
to
to
some.
work with a Guthrie and no.
And there's
you
not.
don't want to work with a team either.
No.
Do it yourself.
Yes,
Because she winds up doing everything anyway.
she does.
Right.
She
Oh,
does.
she's not a very good boss.
No.
She just,
I just love pleasing.
you're
people.
not a good boss. You don't tell people what to do.
But you are a perfectionist, and so
Don't do it
you
myself.
have the vision, and so why not just boil that down to the vision on one person, how they look,
Right.
and if you happen to say. And they're going to have a dinner party at their house. Oh, well, I can do that.
But then she can say no to the next one that calls
Right.
because she knows
It has-
she's as busy as she wants
Yes.
to be.
Yes.
I just want to take it when it fits into my
Don't
schedule.
do events. I really think you should forget events.
I do too.
It's
That's what-
it's-
that's-
it's-
I
it's-
love
it's
events.
too much organization.
You don't have the organization
No,
put
you
spots
don't.
on
I
it.
don't.
Okay,
I
I'm
do that.
crossing off event
You
plan.
I
should-
don't like it.
Because
She
you
has
made
the best color coordinated calendars I've ever seen.
Yeah, I get too many things on my calendar, No, I don't like to do all the detail.
How
Now,
can
see,
she make? How can she?
As
who-
a stylist, how can she make money?
Yes, who is the
Who's the
market, and
customer?
how does she make
it's
money?
professional women.
Okay.
It's the women who are transitioning in this baby boomer era.
Okay.
And it's many of your clients that you've made close for us over these years to now come back and say, I'll do your entire spring wardrobe because it'll match in with the things that I've made for you and we'll extend on that. And you've got a base out there of
but a lot of my clients are no longer here. They're either
Dead.
80, 90, dead. True.
No,
you're
I'm
still alive. Betty, you're still- But I mean,
It's true.
but they have children.
They have
But,
family.
They know
my first client was Kitty Pillsbury, and then she sent me the Daytons, then she sent me the Crosbys, then the Steiners.
Okay, but the
all
Pillsburys
those are my
have kids,
clients,
the Daytons
but
all
I
have
haven't
kids.
done their kids. I
Yeah,
just
but
did
you
them.
can reconnect. I mean, Judd's a really good friend of ours, so I just let Judd know that you're now, and his mom's still alive, and Mary's still alive, and you could reconnect fairly quickly.
I mean, if this,
Well, I
if this,
think Betty can start for you.
yes.
I'll be your
Yeah,
first
She
customer.
was going to write me a.
She's gonna be your first customer.
Yeah, this is your first year. Yeah.
But are you don't want to spend $1,000 each month or
No,
just
she
for
doesn't.
one?
No. She makes it.
How much would you spend?
No, for.
Well, no, I would do. I'd do a seasonal kind of thing. I'd say, okay, let's do.
How much do you think you wouldn't spend over what
No,
to
no,
do a season?
Well,
I mean,
well,
we're
what-
trying
what-
to come
No,
up
she's-
with a.
Gonna go by the
It's
hour.
like-
She's
it's
gonna
my
charge
time.
by the
You know,
hour.
She'll say, Betty can say, oh, I have $1,000 to do the spring wardrobe, or 2,000, and so I look in the closet. I said, well, you have this is
Yeah,
still
this
good.
is, so
that's
let's add this.
not good. I think let's see if we can update this one. We kind of go through closet and say, okay, now you need more work clothes, and then like more professional clothes, but you want it to be casual. That you can
Or they gotta have travel this and
travel, the
travel
things
that.
that travel well, and then you. So
I mean, there you are.
oh, I've done.
I thought we
Okay.
were gonna be here till midnight. It
Nah.
sounds like we're almost.
She's
We're
got
not
the magic
done.
is already
The
there.
name?
What does she charge for that service?
I said $100 an hour.
Would just a minute? Would you
So,
pay? Would you pay an annual amount
Well,
and then you'd get her X number of hours whenever you wanted her? No.
I think she could even charge more than $100 an hour because
closet organizers charge
because for me, I mean, in my business now, I just do color consultations. Go into somebody's home, develop a palette for their interior, or I just left one for the exterior, and I charge $150.
Okay.
And for me, I mean, I just say right up front, what, and you know, people call me. This happened to be a client that I did her interior. She said, "Do you do exteriors?" I said, "Yes." She said, "What do you charge?" I said, $150.
But then they said,
Yeah.
well, how many
So-
hours
so-
is
so-
that?
No, they said for the-
no,
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 it wasn't
no,
even.
no.
It wasn't even an hour. It wasn't
but
even.
yeah,
Yeah,
It's
but
a-
you've
it's a
got an
project.
established baseline.
But
It's
it,
a
but
project
it,
fee.
but the thing is that it's you can't say, oh, it's $100 or $150 an hour, because it's not the $150. It's the accumulation of experience that
Yeah.
goes back of that $150 an hour to say, it's this color, that color, and that color. And then they go, are you kidding? And I'll go, no, just do it and you'll love it.
You mean
And so-
like she'd say there would be a certain price for closet
I
consultation, and
Closet
it would be a different
consultation.
amount for
Shopping.
wardrobe, shopping, yes,
Time
and
to
then
the
there'd be
stores.
wardrobe, whatever, what do you call that, wardrobe,
Coordination.
tweaking, coordination, yeah, and then closet consultation, wardrobe coordination, shopping.
Accessories.
Yeah, accessorizing.
I can do alterations.
Special event.
No.
No, forget that.
Pearl, you have to do the special
No,
event
no,
clothes.
Pearl, no,
Oh, clothes,
Pearl,
clothes.
No, the
those-
clothes
those
for, I know
things.
she's not gonna do
But
it.
what about like a people go like so many of my friends, they'll say they're going to a wedding and they got the dress. Well, what are you wearing for shoes?
That's
I don't know.
accessorizing.
Or the
Yeah.
accessories. Or well, what about where are you staying? Is there a Friday night thing? Is there a Saturday thing? What about the other
It's
events?
the event planning for the
So-
person.
Special occasions.
So special occasions, wedding, you mean, and whatever.
Okay, now I just want to step back a little bit,
Yeah.
and Sandy knows because they're no longer here, so I can say their names. But my other good clients was like Jan Schoenweather, who had the Weight Watchers.
Watchers.
She kept me busy all the time.
Oh.
I was kept busy. Mrs. Barley kept me
The
busy.
Daytons,
And
the
Daytons.
Pillsbury's.
They kept me busy. I mean, you can have a handful and be like, Jan, every month I would go to her house and she would give me her itinerary for the trip she's going. And she said, okay, I got 3 days here and 5 days here. I go into her closet and I pick out the
You
clothes.
get packed.
And I says, okay, somebody else packed it, but I would accessorize from head to toe. I
Say
would-
travel, put travel on there.
Yeah, there you go.
And
Okay.
she would give me an itinerary, and I said, okay, she's got lunch in here and a dinner out here, but she's leaving, she's got a breakfast meeting here, and she's got a little break time from here and here. So I got her whole schedule. And so I pulled the clothes that she needs for the 3 day or 5 days. And then sometimes from that 5 days, she's not coming home, she's going to another. So I would pull all the clothes and accessories from earrings to necklace to her slips or shoes or bag. I mean, I have it, like
And
we do
did you
fashion
like
shows.
doing that?
I loved it. It was easy. I
And were
loved
you
it.
easy? That's good. And
Easy- I mean,
did you
easy
get
for
paid?
me.
You got paid.
Oh, I got paid.
As I
Yeah.
said, it oozes from
So
reports.
you mean you just want to pick up in that same
now
thing?
before I had a shop, so they came to me for alteration, and one thing led to another.
Yeah.
You'd have to do alterations as part of it.
Yeah, I can do alterations. It's no
Fitting.
And
Sure.
you'd have to do some of the custom pieces that make the magic.
Maybe.
So you
Not
find
too
the
much,
perfect.
But not too
Trouser
much,
and
not
then
too much,
you-
not
Yeah.
too
It's
much.
a lot
of-
Not too much.
Because
Yeah.
I don't think
it's not.
Three to
It's
five
well,
lines.
a lot of hours.
No,
Actually,
and
I
then
don't
she,
think you should do alterations.
No,
You
I
just
don't
tell
either.
them what needs to be done. Have someone else. do it.
yes, and just have Dick do
Don't
it.
do it. Don't do it.
Okay.
Have
I
Dick do it
disagree.
because
I don't want to
she's-
be running around.
No.
If I want somebody to take care of me.
Yes.
If I'm going to pay for this, damn it, I am not going to have to go run then to the alteration
so you mean
person and then to the.
she
She
goes
goes
to the
Okay,
alterations.
okay, what she can do is pin
She
it.
pins it.
Yeah.
She
The
pins it
someone
and
else-
takes it
The
and
fitting
take it
and
to
she
Vic.
takes
Yes.
it to them.
And
Well,
she-
you could have, how many clients would you need, would you say, if they were really good, really, really good clients?
Because just a few, because
to five,
because
I
I do, I can do the spring and then
Probably
they
10. Probably 10.
Yeah, maybe.
I would
about,
say
Yeah.
about 10 dozen, because they become regulars. I do maybe once a year, twice a year for that one. Yeah, and
I think this is a very easy
Okay,
sell.
so
a very
10 to
easy
12,
sell.
do you know who your 10 to 12, I mean, do you kind of
Well, I
know
guess-
who they'd be already? Can I use your?
Well, I think we should just start with Betty and then just
Yeah.
let it go
Refer, I
from
mean,
there.
she can just say.
She doesn't
she
want
knows
10
some
right
people.
now.
I mean,
Just
I-
kinda easy.
and
Sandy's connected
Well,
to
and
the.
I have clients that
They need
that
help.
have the money that would be more than
Happy
happy,
to
more
pay.
than happy to pay.
To get, you know.
You
they
mean
want
you'd
to-
refer your clients? You
Well,
just say.
look what Macy's
Well, yeah.
and Nordstrom's are doing now with the personal shoppers.
Yes.
They've expanded that whole service.
Yes.
I
But see,
used
they do
Purcell
it right
Gregory at
there.
Macy's.
Yeah, but me, I don't go to this Macy's.
No, that's
I'm
okay.
independent, so I can pick from whatever. I might just pick the jacket from here, and then
TJ Maxx.
Yeah, tutu. Oh, they love it when I can get a good deal too. And you
So
know, I
would
had my
she
client from
get-
Chicago.
would
No,
she-
she was my good
Or
client.
the vintage shops,
Oh, I
the
love
second
shopping.
hand
Okay,
shops.
would
find
you-
the right thing for the person. They
Would
just love
Yin
it.
get a percent then, like the
No.
like the interior
No.
I don't
design?
like that.
No.
I just like
No,
to
the, the store wouldn't pay her. Would the customer pay her not a
No,
percent?
I wouldn't do that.
I just buy whatever.
No.
If I
Just
just
go
get
by
paid
the
for my
hour.
time,
Yes.
that, you know, I don't care if I bought a dress for $50 or a dress for
But,
$500.
but
I
it
just-
would be a project fee, not an hourly fee.
Well.
You wanna hire me,
no,
it's
I-
$150 to
No,
an
an hour.
No, an hour.
No.
She'll lose money on
Well,
projects.
She
some
has to
people,
charge us
why can't, wait
$20
a
an
minute,
hour.
why can't the person choose? Why couldn't the customer say they're gonna pay by the hour, or she says
No, because she's gonna
flat
run
rate?
around. She's
No,
gonna
no,
run
no,
around.
she
No,
has to.
but then it's sort of
Perfectionist.
a dance with, you said it's $1,000 for this, and if you spent $3,000 of your time, that's your problem.
That is what you'll do.
If,
Yes, it
That's
is.
what she'll do.
It's the same thing back to what she said, you know, calculating how much she should charge
Yeah, but
for
the
her.
customer's not going to stand for creep.
No,
So you
no,
can't
no.
you can't go in expecting, well, this is a 4-hour job or a 5-hour job,
No.
and I'll do that. And then all of a sudden, Ian comes back and says, "Oh, I spent 18 hours," and they go, "Well, too bad."
right.
Yeah, right. So, but if we go shopping, but then people say, oh, shopping, $100 an hour or $150 an hour, and I went, 4 hours. Sometimes,
Well, you
can
probably
go
you aren't
for a
going to
week.
get $100 an hour for shopping
For
because you've got
shopping.
the.
Yeah, you just come for the consulting, you could.
Consulting,
So, I
you
mean,
can get, but not for shopping.
No, because if I go shop, some people, I'm very good. I know I'm very good because I can kind of zero in the look of whoever. So I don't have to go, I select pretty much the right store and the right designer or whatever when I shop for the individual.
You're not very good. You're excellent. You are.
So I can zero in.
There's no very
I
good here.
I don't, like with my client in Chicago, I shop for her and I would send her things, and 9 times out of 10 she keeps it, it fits. And it's
Okay,
right there.
let's come back. Have we decided we found the niche?
Have we decided we found the niche?
Well, I would like that. Like you say, I think what Pearl was saying, that I don't have to clean and.
And Alex is shaking his head yet because Alex
hauling things.
Yeah.
I'll be the one lifting
and
them all.
hauling things.
Yeah, hauling
Oh my
Well,
God.
they're still hauling if the person, a lot of people aren't gonna go to the store. They want the stuff
That's
brought to their
different.
house.
That's
She's gonna
different.
have to bring it over there.
That's different.
Or somehow.
Yeah, but she's
You
carrying
don't
a
know
garment
how she
bag. She's
hauls
not
Yeah.
carrying
Yeah.
45 tons
No,
of dinnerware.
No,
Yeah.
no, no,
Yeah,
no.
no.
Sometimes,
you're right.
with,
You're right.
I don't know, if I have good clients that would sometimes, either I can charge it and they reimburse me, or like with Jan Schoenwetter, she gave me her card. And, and then it.
Well, that's
it
an
would work.
idea.
When you establish a
That's an
relationship with
idea.
the client, you'll
And
get there.
then-
But they're not going to do
That-
that, with your
that's-
first
yeah,
time
that-
with you.
that's an
But
idea
somebody
to
that
give.
knows you
What?
and respects you,
To have
they'll use their
them,
corporate
yeah,
card.
give
Yeah, I
the
maybe
corporate
the
card.
And they can be charged.
Visa or Master, American Express or whatever.
Well, another thing is, after the consultation or whatever, she tells the client, you need this, 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 this. That client goes and buys the stuff.
You're gonna
Well,
want her.
They
Wait
come-
Don't want her to buy it.
a minute.
When you're getting up to
can be-
$150 an hour.
Wait a
then you
minute.
don't
Did
do
you
that.
wanna go over to here and there, and did you wanna go
No.
do
Well,
that?
sometimes I would like to go with her. I mean, I'm a
No,
couple
but you on your own don't wanna go
Oh,
alone
yeah,
and get the, no.
So sometimes I pre-shop, for some people, I would go, to different departments, I found some, I said, okay, hold this for me.
And then she would
today.
send me after
And
it.
I said, remember?
She'd
like,
say,
it
go
was- go to that department.
run over to Dayton's when you're on your break and
Yeah,
But
go
how,
to the jewelry
but-
counter and get this. I put it in your name.
But how about this, if you, because this is how I work with clients too. If I find things that are not in my catalogs, if I find things at antique shops or when I did a project out in Arizona, I went 2 days in advance and I photographed everything that I saw. And so when they came on the day, I had the stores lined up. I had the shots of every single piece of furniture. And all we did is we went back to every single store and we bought it.
Oh.
So
Okay.
you take a picture of, you know, hang this up here, have the sales clerk
She
hang
did
it up.
that.
I
She
did
recently
that, I
did
just
that.
did that a few months ago.
Yes.
for
So
a
how
lady.
did you charge?
I only charged for my time. That's all.
Per hour.
Yes, per hour.
$150.
That's right.
Okay, now I did. something
Which was
similar.
for my client an
hell of a deal.
enormous, a hell of a deal. It was a hell of a deal
Now, we were
because.
just saying she cannot charge for the shopping time, but you're just saying you charge for
But,
the.
but I did because
It's a different
oh
concept.
definitely I did.
Yeah.
It's a different concept because what we were dealing with is
Furniture
furnishings.
that costs $50,000.
Yes, and they were getting that furniture.
For life
that,
investments.
yeah, they were getting that furniture for whatever they would pay for it from my resources. You know, from my resources, they were getting it wholesale, and I was just charging my
Oh,
design
that's
fee.
unbelievable.
Yes. So
Could she do that with clothing somehow? Get it wholesale?
no. Mm-mm.
There's
You're-
no network here.
But she knows how to shop the right places.
What can I get you? Come and sit down.
And also, but
Can
if
you-
she,
But wait.
but if she could establish a relationship with stores, because my daughter has done similar things, and she has established a relationship with the stores so that they say, well, okay, whatever you buy, you know, 10%, I'll give you 10% off.
Yeah, I have.
Which, you know,
I have
isn't
that.
a lot, but, and you can't do that with TJ Maxx, you can do that with boutiques.
Like LaRue's, you know,
Yeah,
for
with
example.
private
they-
ownership
they-
of
they've done that.
boutiques or something.
I did. I was
It's
just
just
sharing
yours,
with you. I just.
She has, yeah.
got
Because
done
she's
doing
done personal shopping
for a
people.
client, and this happened to be, it was a Scott's sister out in Grand Rapids. This lady just shared with me that she is an artist, and she was going to have her artwork in
Smithsonian. An exhibit.
Yeah, exhibit.
And do a
I said,
talk.
oh,
She's gonna do a
she
talk.
wanted a presentation.
Wow.
What do you call it? Point.
PowerPoint.
And, you know, and then her things were going to be displayed there for a month. I said, oh, that sounds exciting. She said, yeah, but I don't know what to wear. She says, I don't have any clothes.
There you go.
And she, you know, is an artist, and she just wears her sweatpants and just black pants and black shirt. She doesn't have any style. She just has her hair in a braid, and she said, I feel I need to look the part, and I have to do the presentation. I want
Put that down.
So I did.
Wardrobe for presentation, or however
Yeah.
we're gonna
Anyways,
put that.
this lady, so I
That was
talked
one of
to
the
her.
first things you did for me was when I was doing a
Yeah.
commencement address for the Bethel College, and you made me the.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
right. So then I said, well, gee, I looked at her and I said, well, what's your budget? And she went, I don't know, I never shop. She said, I just buy catalogs or, you know, J. Jill or whatever. So I said, well, I can see you, you know, I said, how many days? So she told me 3 days, and one is gonna be with, big donors, you know, the night before, and a reception. And then the next day she's gonna do her presentation at the museum. So I said, well, you need an outfit for that, and need an outfit for this, and then you're gonna be there for a couple of days and setting up and look, you know, you still wanna be comfortable. She says, I like easy clothes and, you know, cotton, this and that. I said, I know exactly, I saw her and I can visualize what her needs were. So I said, well, what is your budget? What do you think? I haven't shopped for years. She says, what do you think? And I said, well, you need at least, you know, at least 500. And she said, oh, okay, well, you know, what do you think? So I said, I'll get clothes for you that will travel well, that after you wear them, you still will make use of them later. So to make a long story short, I was very lucky with her budget, and then I was able to get that, and I said, and she said, well, how much you charge? And, you know, she's a friend of a friend, so.
So she said, well, I'll just do it.
That's the problem. It was hard.
Just do it.
That's
You're
the
a friend of a
problem.
friend of a cousin's.
Yeah, and then she said, well, she has a painting, you can get, I said, I don't need any more paintings in my house, you know, but, you know, but she knew. So she lives in Grand Rapids. She didn't want to come down here. So I bought things. I went, but I enjoyed, and so I took a picture. I said,
There you go.
who helped me?
that's
Did you
Mm-hmm.
take a picture and then can get it on
We
there?
emailed it up
I
there.
think
Yes,
emailed it on
we
there.
emailed
So
it. Mhm.
she saw it, she says, oh, okay, and she said, you think that, I said, and these clothes weren't tight fitted, she wanted, it was like a, Eileen Fisher kind of thing, and she's tall, and it was just very nice. Well, she loved everything. In fact, I dyed the scarf. I dyed the scarf to go with the outfit.
Okay, so we need testimonials.
Yeah.
Okay.
So even though she didn't pay you, that's very
Well, she did- she
valuable.
did pay
Oh,
me.
but I mean,
No, I
not
did.
as much as you'd like.
Right, yeah.
You can use it in your brochure or whatever.
Yeah. So
Okay,
I got, she did
testimonials.
that, and she knew she liked that, and then I said, well, I need at
I'll
least
tell you an
250,
embarrassing story.
250.
I mean, you
But that's a
probably
fair
know
price.
this, the composer Libby Larson. She's very well known. Right? Well, one time I went to a concert at Orchestra Hall, and there was Minnesota Orchestra was playing a piece of hers. So she got up to talk beforehand. Everything that she had on was wrinkled.
Oh,
I thought, my God, you're getting up on the stage in Orchestra Hall, and everything was just wrinkled.
so yeah, so presentations
I
and
mean, you have to look the part. I mean, you're gonna
I
prepare.
mean, you
so
don't have to look, expensive.
Yeah, you don't have to, but you
Oh,
want
But you know,
Oh.
the other
Whatever
market
she-
is the young professionals too, that are just on the edge of trying to get the
interviews.
next.
Interviews.
But how can?
But they might not be able to afford it at that stage.
Well, I can get them good deals. I can
Yes,
I can
I
get them
mean-
nice,
They're not
nice
gonna
suit.
pay the
You know,
$150
no,
I'm
but
wondering
I
how
can
good
do.
deal for
You
the
know,
vocabulary though, I think.
Well,
Well,
we're talking.
I don't know if,
Especially when it relates to you.
but
Well,
if
actually, all these things fall under the special occasions. All these presentations, they all fall under the special.
You know what's
occasions
interesting
thing.
about presentations? I mean, just the whole presentation of whatever you need to be presenting yourself as, that came up under food, the presentation. That came up under the, all the other food, fashion, and flowers. Like, it's the presentation. So in fashion, you're gonna do that. You're gonna get us all presentable.
It's actually styling too, because she puts her own touch on it.
I'm still thinking.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
now let me
then-
get back, one more
Okay,
thing.
yeah.
Okay, I was saying what, Barb across the street, she's brought the dessert, so please have some of her.
Oh, okay.
She says, I think another thing you might do is work with companies, can do, team building, they like that, no?
Oh, around
That's
fashion.
not you.
Okay, just a minute though.
That's not you.
I
Well,
think-
if it hired
No,
me
it's
to-
not.
Well,
It's
wait,
not,
wait. She wouldn't be the team builder. She'd do the you know
Yeah,
how you
I
can
would-
go to these cooking places now? They don't, the chef isn't the team builder.
Yeah.
They bring in the company team builder. So like
I would ask
Medtronics would do it with fashion instead of just food. You can go for this food team building or these retreat type team building, but I don't think any of them do it with fashion.
Well, at the Marsh,
Well,
a number of
they
people
do.
ask me, they said, well, I don't wear my sweats when I go there to work out. So they said, well, you always look so great.
You got a client base right there, babe.
Yeah.
So
Right,
they said,
yeah.
gee,
Oh
you do
my
accessories? And
gosh.
I said, well, you do accessories, how to tie a scarf, how, you always
don't
come.
worry about
Yeah.
about
Okay, you
where
got
you're
a
gonna
built-in
get. Oh my
base.
God!
Okay.
What do you
Okay.
think? What do you
Base.
think at the Marsh?
Oh,
But shouldn't she?
it's, how do we
shouldn't
let
she-
everybody know?
But you
But-
see me at the Marsh, and what do you
Yes,
see?
maybe
But-
somehow
So
you
you
could
get
do
your
a
website up.
Maybe
You
she
have to
could
make
do a
sure
presentation
all
at the
your
Marsh.
tools-
Yes.
You could do
Your
a
profit
presentation
premise,
at the Marsh and then we'll all come
Well, I wouldn't-
and then you'd hand out your
Why
cards
don't
at
you
that.
Why don't you ask
Maybe not
Ruth
that.
if you can
Maybe not
use
that.
her boutique items and do a
Well, then she's got Arlene, who's a buyer, and Ruth is a client of mine too.
well, I mean, not that she may be a buyer, but she's not a stylist.
Well, she's
No.
pretty good. She's got
But we
some-
gotta do a spin on it. If she's gonna do it at the Marsh.
Well,
It
at
has to
the,
be.
Yeah.
Well, what about the
Oh,
aging
oh,
aging
it's-
thing?
it's-
Yeah,
You have
I
to
don't
put
want
a
to
spin
have
on
control
it.
of Ruth. I mean, I love Ruth, and I do things for
No,
her.
I don't
okay.
think
She's
Oh,
a client.
oh,
and
oh, I see,
She
okay.
likes when I do
All right,
things
okay.
for
Well,
her.
but if you told
Forget
Ruth
that.
that you're starting, Yin Creates is now doing women's
Seminars for women.
or
And for
you're
aging
doing
transition.
style. You're being a stylist, or I don't know what you're gonna call it, a presentation preparer. Anyway, if you said that, and you don't think they'd let you go in the newsletter and have a what do you call it, an evening or an
Do you have
afternoon?
vendors coming in like that?
They
Yeah.
do.
Well, they
a
have
lot of
people
them.
when they
Jewelry,
write a book.
They just had a person that
Yeah.
made jewelry just last week. and
Oh,
they
a
did
trunk show.
A trunk show.
Oh, so you do have
Well,
vendors.
that's
I don't
true.
have-
That's
I
a
don't
trunk.
have an
Okay,
item to
so
sell.
what
But
about,
no, you'd be like the book. You'd be like the book signing. You're giving a presentation, and all they have to do is take your card or brochure. The people
You'd
that
have to
come to
demonstrate
it.
something.
No, we'd come to it, and she'd show us what to do. Then instead of a book, you wouldn't have a book. You'd just have your flyers and cards
So
there.
the March does do that.
Oh
Does
yeah,
do
they
that.
want stuff on their calendar,
Yeah.
and so then if you got one customer out of
oh,
that
she'd get
presentation,
dozens.
Yeah.
She get more than, but just like Pearl said, you have to narrow it down. Is it the aging, the whole thing? And I think that is a
Yeah.
huge transition thing, because and I've been to several things at the Marsh. There's seminars, and when you look around, the majority of the audience, that's who
And the
that
boomers.
is.
Yeah.
Because that's who has the time now to go out in the evening. Their husband is here or there or wherever, and so they have the time and they have the money.
But their bodies are changing so fast,
Yes.
and you don't know what to
Yeah,
do
I
with
know.
yourself.
So
You know,
I think
everything's
And I
that's
want
a
to
changing.
sale.
get
Yes.
clothes for them that enhances their body and hides the bad part and enhances the
Yeah.
better
Yes.
part.
We have to put a spin on it, like,
Hide the
peas,
bad part,
no,
enhance
peas
the
or
good
something,
part.
Yeah, right,
peas or
right.
something, something to.
But could you even
Compliment
have a
something
video
to-
to sell on how to accessorize? To
Pardon?
give a program and then have a video to sell on how to
Sure.
accessorize?
How about before and
There's so
after?
much of that that's
Before
free
and
on the
after.
internet.
How about before and
I
after?
think video testimonies and demonstrations of what she does make a lot of sense.
Yes.
But down the road, maybe to sell a video and that sort of thing would make sense.
Yeah.
Well, not
Down
to
the
sell
road.
a video, but to maybe at the beginning of her
Show how,
presentation.
well, to demonstrate.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
Or to go with to the
No,
hairdresser
I
to
don't,
say, this is how the hair
I
should
think
be.
you should
This
do
is
it
the color
live if
code.
you're gonna do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Don't
But
use
if
video.
she
Well, I
wants a
could see-
product
I
to
could
sell
see-
to take
yes.
home and
I
learn how
could
to
s-
redo it
Both,
afterwards.
both.
You know, like this is a reminder of what's being said tonight. That would be a reminder of what's being shown.
See, it's just me, I don't buy that stuff.
I think I wouldn't have the video for sale, because I don't know who in the
You
who
want
it-
them
You
to
can
make an
download it for
appointment
free.
with it.
But
That's what you
I think that just like maybe 5 or 10 minutes at the beginning of the presentation to show somebody frumpy,
No, I think she should do it. No, she should do it live.
Yes, and then do it live, and then
Do it
do it
live.
live.
Yeah.
I
Do it
know, but
live.
you can't get somebody frumpy to go live. But,
Vincent will do it.
but because then you want to have them,
Yeah,
really
morning
changed with the hair and the whole
Yeah.
9
Or just
yards.
Well, the only problem with the
Yeah,
Marsh
makeover.
is that they're your, like Betty says she'd be your customer, she's saying it. How do you get Ruth or whoever there would be
Colleen.
saying that you could, Colleen, to say yes, you're going from something you've been doing there to something different. And how do you make that transition? That's
What
hard
have you
to
been
do.
doing there?
What have you been doing there?
Yeah, what have you been
Well,
doing there?
I mean,
She
she
volunteers so much.
I mean, have you been paid for anything you've done at the Marsh? I don't mean from Ruth personally, but
No,
for
the
the
video was
Marsh.
free. Everything I done was
Yeah,
free.
see.
No, but
has-
she
you know, what
wouldn't.
has
She wouldn't
done?
pay.
What has she done?
Ruth wouldn't
What has she
pay
done in
her
the Marsh? We
to
don't
do the
know.
seminar. The seminar would be free.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
No, what has she
Well,
done? Tell us.
but there is somewhere, isn't there something at the Marsh? I can't remember. We're not supposed to like give out the what is it like? Are you not supposed
So you
to?
can't advertise without their approval.
Oh,
You
so
can't-
once you got the approval,
Yeah,
then
you
you
have
No,
to-
what
could.
has she been doing at the Marsh?
Well, she
Tell us.
can tell you.
Okay, tell us. What have
She
you been
goes-
doing at the Marsh?
She
Oh,
goes
well,
to
they-
classes.
Well, I goes to my classes, but I
Yoga
mean,
and
they
Tai
did a
Chi.
video and then they did some photos and they used me, but,
Oh.
but
And you've done many events.
But not volunteering.
No, but here's the deal.
No.
She'll go to the Marsh and she'll be wearing an accessory, and women will go, "Where did you get that?" Or
I
a
know,
shirt,
see?
a blouse, whatever. and they go crazy.
I-
over
And
it.
you say, I'm a
Yes.
personal shopper and stylist. Would
Yes,
you like
And
me to?
here's my card.
You know,
I
that-
need to have my card.
You know, that's
Right?
all Jessica does is my daughter works at Arafina in the Galleria, and of course she's gorgeous and she's
Unbelievably beautiful.
unbelievably beautiful, and she's all put together. So somebody walks in, they go, "Oh my God, you know, where'd you get the net?" Well, just I didn't get it here, but you know how you're put together. And she goes, "Well, this is what I do. I'm a personal shopper. You know, I'm a stylist." And she hands them the card.
She's doing that now? So
Yes.
how much does she charge an hour?
She charges $100 an hour, and she's 40 years old, and she doesn't have.
Is she busy?
She has enough because she works full time at Arafina.
I
But
think you
but-
just have to.
Okay, you say $100 an hour, that, you said.
She goes to somebody's closet. That's what she does.
Okay, but I mean, like, but you said that people wouldn't pay you that much to go shopping, you know, like, you know.
She
like,
doesn't really go shopping.
Okay.
What she does is she goes
In their
into somebody's
closet,
somebody's
puts the
closet.
ensemble
and she
together.
and she puts the ensemble together, or she'll say, "Oh, you don't have a white blazer? You need a white blazer," or "Oh, you have to," you know, whatever they
I-
have.
They go
I have,
buy it
I
then.
have an idea because Yin will shop endlessly to find the exact
Yeah, I
right
know,
thing,
I do.
and she'll spend 20 hours shopping. But if she could charge $150 for the
consult.
closet consultation,
Yes.
period,
Mm-hmm.
and spend all the time she wants shopping, and they pay for the whatever they want that she brings back to them, then at least you're getting the $150
No,
up
no, no,
front.
she used to charge more than that.
Well, okay.
Well, whatever the
well, tell her what you think
consultation.
then. How much should she
I
charge?
mean, then
But
we have
but-
to come up with a system, okay? Initial consultation, $150.
That's right.
Yeah,
If you
That's
want
that's
me to
right.
shop with it, I charge per hour,
Yes.
$40 per
Yes.
hour
Okay,
for shopping,
that's
whatever.
fine.
Or you do, one of the ideas I think you had, you do the 150 for the consult, I'll make
Yeah.
up a
There's
number.
an
Yeah.
hour.
And then you
an
say,
hour.
okay, you've got this, I need to fill this out with
Yeah.
X, these are the things, and then you got a flat fee.
Yeah.
Then it's, I'll do the season wardrobe, it's $300, or it's $400,
something
or
like that.
whatever.
And
But then you have to stick to that amount of time.
Yeah.
Oh, but if she,
Well, then we
hey,
just get
listen,
there. I'll
if she spends 30 hours
Yes.
And she's
or
having
she
a great
spends
time
1
doing it.
hour,
Yes.
she's gonna get paid the same amount. That'll help her not spend so
That's
much
right.
over.
That's
I
right.
think so.
That
Well,
hasn't stopped her.
maybe.
That hasn't
Maybe.
stopped her.
But
Well,
I
you
don't
gotta
think
think
so.
about the
That's-
joy factor, you
Yeah, I
guys.
know.
Yes.
We're not looking to make $100,000 a year here.
Right.
No.
That's it.
She's looking to have the joy factor in her life and the
Creative-
gratification that
Creative
get
energy.
paid for
Make
that.
a difference.
Yeah.
Making something-
So
Creative
whether you got paid
energy.
$10 or $100,
Yeah, I gotta have a
it's-
brief,
you
$20
got
I'll do
something
shopping.
for that contribution that you made,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
that's part of the process as well. So
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes when I do work for the Y, I get paid when it averages out 5 cents an hour.
Yeah,
But at the same time, I've done something that's going to last a
Well,
lifetime.
but no, okay.
Well, maybe
That's
what
part
you should do is after a consultation, you figure out this person actually needs 6 things, or this person only needs 3 things. You just charge by the number
yeah,
of
so I
things.
can, okay, I
that
think,
you have
and
to
what is
go
your
on
budget?
by.
I can shop for you, your budget, okay, it's $500.
No, don't ask for budget. These people don't care about budgets.
Well,
They
no,
have
they
money.
do. They
Okay.
do. People
Some
do.
do.
Some
It
do.
depends on who it
Sometimes
is.
I always ask.
So, but you have to
Some
figure out
people say
how
they don't have
many
a budget,
pieces the
yeah.
person needs.
Well, see,
I like that idea.
And I can say, well,
Because
with
then
a
it's either a
blazer,
big
let's say
job or a
within
little job.
$200, pair of pants, 75, approximately, I kind of, you can get something, and I kind of know them well enough by their shape and figure and personality. I can, what kind of things I'm looking for, and I can say, we can
Speaking
get
of shape and figures, you're going to have to get expert in the foundation business because as the
really?
boomers are happening,
Uh-huh.
the whole-
Spanx.
but Spanx aren't even strong enough for some of them. So I mean, there's a whole market there of being the expert.
I just went for another consultation.
You know what? I mean, this is true because with my mom, of course, she was 99, when she just died. But I think
But
probably
still magnificent.
magnificent. But I think like at 90 some years old, I said to her, "Mom, those bras. Oh, you gotta get something that lift those little boobies up, And so we went to Nordstrom's, and my mom said, "Oh, I love your brassieres, So we went to Nordstrom's, and I said to the woman there, "Well, can my mom try that on?" And the woman said, "No, that's not right for your mother." You know, this is what she needs. And boy, she put that on and it was perfect.
Yeah, you'll
Yes.
have to get some training in that,
And then-
or
or no,
make a deal with
With
somebody
yes.
That's
that
right.
is the
And
expert
then-
in that. So a lure or one of those
Yes.
shops that who would pay you a commission to bring the client in.
Yes. Yeah, they need, you know, the basic, you know, the
There's
foundation.
a lot of sort of that affiliate thing too. You may need to be able to refer people to other experts
Yeah,
in
I'm
certain
happy to. I
areas.
love
Exactly.
connecting people. I
They
love
can do the same for
connecting
you.
people.
So.
So,
Do you remember that business? It was real popular for a while. Glamour shots.
Yes,
yeah.
glamour shots.
Remember, you'd pay an
There's still at Mall of
amount,
America.
or
Yeah.
you'd pay an amount, and they'd take the glamour photos, and you'd walk away with photos, and that would be it. I mean,
Yeah.
it would be interesting to be able to. The person just comes in. They either buy the stuff or they don't. Take a photo of them, and away they go. I mean, they could see how they could look. You could have like a whole team there to make like a makeover. Wouldn't it be fun to go for a makeover? Can you go for a makeover?
I have a friend who does glamour shops.
But where can you go for a whole makeover? Like, you know?
But you want to wear it home. That's the
Yin.
difference.
Yeah. Well,
you wanna be-
Minneapolis St. Paul Magazine just had a whole feature on that. They had a second grade teacher who only wore black.
She could be. We could all go for makeover. You know, like
Yeah.
she'd do the makeover.
Yeah, but she's interested in dressing the person every day. And
Yeah,
not
but-
just for
And
her
you'd need
workshop.
to connect with a hair salon or
Yeah.
somebody you loved and
yeah,
trusted.
yeah, because I want them
A
to
dermatologist
look good,
and
look
a,
good,
and a
yeah.
cosmetician. And,
Feel good, look good, and just,
And with
yeah,
course
you can
quality
present
good.
yourself much
Yeah, see,
better.
Ian, that's
With what?
what we need to
Of
work
course,
on
with
is the
intelligent nutrients
spin
would
for
be
your
more
for
Yeah,
your
that with
yeah.
for your
your
sale.
I
product.
don't know if
Right.
he's not a very good
Right.
partner.
You know.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing you've done is to start helping pinpoint the
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
I mean, all of that's going to need
But
to
a
come
Mary
in a
Kay
business plan,
consultant.
at least an informal
Or
business
a,
plan.
you know,
about
John
all of
Charles.
Oh my
One of
goodness!
those.
Look at this now.
Well, it was my birthday. My
I
my dear
know.
roommate, she went home today. She brought me the birthday cake yesterday.
And the
And
neighbor
then
made
my
the
neighbor,
roommate.
she couldn't come. She's like, I said I was gonna make dessert.
Roommate.
I don't know. Like Karen's your roommate now?
Karen was my
No, she
roommate.
was.
Oh,
You know,
she went back to California.
I mean, Ian, would
Friends.
it,
So then she made
it wouldn't be that fun for you to go. Let's say they were going to do team building at, let's say, one of the, you know, like in Wayzata at the cooking place, or would it be that fun for
No,
you to
I
do
like the
thing?
shopping.
No,
I like the clothes.
So you mean
Accessory.
so?
I said, Betty, I found the perfect earrings. Remember how, you know, and you loved it.
Now,
You-
So everything you've ever
I,
done
I
for
have
me.
to ask Alex some things because
Okay.
Alex is a specialist in social media marketing. Is that can I say that, Al? I mean, he's done a lot of that. Are there any
That's the network
aspects
for this.
of this stylist idea that could be done, or
You know, if you're talking about that niche of the ladies transitioning in that period of their life, how much social networking background do they have?
They're all on Facebook.
They all
They're
on Pinterest.
Facebook.
Well,
Pinterest.
I mean, we can't say
They're all on
all. More than we think are, but there's a
85%.
lot that aren't too.
Really? That's surprising.
We're much more savvy than you think we are.
But would
One
you
thing,
talk
if you build-
about
if you
this
build
on
email lists,
Facebook? Would you
and
talk?
Oh
you
yes.
get them
Oh
linked to
sure.
their
Oh
business
yes.
pages.
Oh yeah. Oh
Okay.
sure.
It's the whole word of mouth thing.
Uh huh.
So if they're
Using-
willing to talk on Facebook.
Oh,
That's- that's
people
it.
talk about a movie that they saw or a great book that they read, or you know, I mean,
They
just
would be
you
Just
know.
our clients going to be the ones on there, do you think? Are they?
Well,
Are they
yeah,
all on
then,
it?
and then
People
I'm
you
gonna have
know?
a chat with all of my
Okay.
professional pals and
I guess maybe you were talking about the age group that's using this media.
I don't even want to be on there
but you are on there.
because I have to be.
Well, I don't
want
think
to.
Okay,
we
but-
can
but-
assume
okay, but
everyone
let's-
is or
Well,
everyone
if I
isn't.
had a
But go with
business,
that.
I would probably use it, but
you're gonna have to
I mean
have
that's
a
my
website.
reason for being on Facebook. Is for the business. So it's just a personal,
but,
my own
you know-
personal page that had nothing to do with business. I wouldn't even spend time on Facebook. I think it's a
You're a
waste
guy.
of time. I'd rather. It's like I don't want to watch
Go to the
TV. I'd rather be.
But the
Doing
website
other
is
things.
But
important.
yeah, should she have a website?
Gotta have a website.
Absolutely.
Yes, have to
Gotta
have
have a website.
absolutely.
Yeah, you
You
have
know,
to.
I
With
wonder.
tons of photography and video.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
it be fun if she could do an article could be done in Minneapolis St. Paul
Oh, she was
Magazine
there.
or in if she would, you know, Twin Cities, whatever it's called, where and then she just puts her thing and she could do a makeover on someone and then there'd be her
But we all
website,
wish
and
somebody would write
then
an article
What
about
is
our
that one
business in Minneapolis, St.
that
Paul.
begins with S,
Well,
that one magazine that comes out?
Listen, all she has to do is call Jane Hogan at Minneapolis St. Paul Magazine and say,
Jane,
"Hey,
I'm
Jane, Jane, I'm launching a new business."
Have Allison Kaplan come out to see me.
Yes, exactly.
Allison Kaplan?
Yeah, she's on FM 107's.
Yes.
Ian, what do you think of this idea? You'd
already
go
been
into
published
Minneapolis St. Paul Magazine
I
or
have.
whatever. No, and you do a makeover.
Oh.
And then there'd be your website, and then the people would all call you for their makeover. or
She's
for
going to
their-
have to have a client base underneath her before.
I don't know if you've seen this on Sandy did.
That's the
Your
bone.
plates
Then
are.
again, she's one person, so she's only gonna be able to handle
Yeah,
so much.
right.
Being in a magazine and
Yeah.
being swarmed with phone
Oh.
calls
We
and
should,
stuff.
we should actually
Miracle should be
get,
able to
what we
handle
should do
that.
is
Yeah.
get Sarah
Yeah.
Glassman,
Good point. Good
as
point.
as the
There's
person
only one
on the.
person.
Well, and I think the thing
Whatever
is to
that
build, to start slowly and see how,
Yeah.
and let it grow slowly so you have some control over how that's happening.
And she can take on as much as she wants.
But I mean, you can do press releases to smaller venues in Minneapolis, St. Paul to kind of get a feel for the
Or,
territory.
you know,
You
like,
write a great article and send it into a few,
I mean, this is definitely going on your resume,
Yeah.
that you're the style maker.
And I think that's a really important part too, because a lot of people, all of a sudden, they're starting a new business and it expands so fast that they can't control
Yeah.
it. And they don't have enough,
Service
you
and
know.
quality.
Then you
That's
just
right,
disappoint a lot
that's
of
right. The
people.
service
You
quality
can't control it.
diminishes, and what happens when the service quality diminishes is that
You're done.
you're done. The
You're
word
done.
word of
Reputation
mouth.
Started.
management.
Yes.
Word of mouth is great, except
Word-
it has to be good word of
Oh,
mouth.
word of-
you two think from your referrals, she'll be busy enough.
Oh, yeah.
From the
And
March.
from
And the
hers?
March.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, yes.
From her
This-
past
In
clients.
the marsh.
Yes. Oh, she'd be so busy she
Is
wouldn't.
she gonna need a manager?
Yeah.
I don't think she will for this because she can do this
She does
in
need a
her
manager
own
to
scope.
pay, to
Yin's
to
her own
bill,
soul.
To bill.
Yeah,
So-
somebody's going to need to do the billing
Yes.
Yeah.
and keep track of names, addresses, phone numbers, emails.
Also, just to
websites,
keep
all that
track
stuff,
of
yeah.
her hours.
And hours.
You know, to
Definitely.
have
Yeah, but if she
Yeah, for
can't
that.
do that for herself, then we're really in deep doo.
She'd be good at it.
No,
So-
I think, you know, if it's
No,
me,
if
can
there's
run-
someone
run
I
else,
have a layout, I mean, you know.
Oh, she
format,
needs a
how to do
template
it.
of how
Yeah,
she
template,
tracks.
a template,
She needs to
exactly.
have Quicken Books or whatever to log her hours and log her
Okay,
miles
then-
and
Yeah.
do all of
She
that.
can't
No,
do
she
that.
can't do
Someone
that. She
else
is
has
gonna
to.
need an administrator.
Stephanie.
But it doesn't have to
And
be
it's not
full-time
me.
or anything,
Oh,
it could
There's
be
lots of
She
people-
can-
lots of people
As
who do that
You
for
know
very
what?
little
She
money.
can get an intern. All she has to do
No,
is
no, 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 no.
Well-
Yes,
She cannot teach. No, don't.
The right
No, no, I'm not saying that,
you're right.
No,
girl.
right,
I'm
correct.
not. I'm not
It's the
saying
right
that. I'm
person.
saying she can get an intern that has graduated or is graduating
Yeah,
from
this-
Dunwoody in accounting or something,
Yeah, somebody
and have them come that if they know QuickBooks, you know, which they do, and then have them, you know, develop some kind of a format that she can follow, and each day she records the hours and where she's been and how much time she's spent.
There are
And if
also
she
many
gets
companies
busy
that do
enough,
this
she could just
for
contract
very
some
little money.
accounting person as needed.
Just have
Yes,
someone do it.
yes.
If we can get
But
you
that's-
to keep track of her time, we're
That's all
doing
she
well.
needs to do is keep track.
So
Who the client
true.
is, her time, and what the contract, you know, what the terms are. That's all you
Maybe
really
she'd
need.
do better not by the hour then, maybe it should be flat rates for this is the closet consultation,
It might
this
be
is the
different for different
travel,
things.
this
Yeah.
is the,
I think
you
there are
know.
a
Depends
couple
on the
different
client.
prices
Yeah.
depending on
Yeah,
what
it's
her-
gonna be
But then
different
she
ways.
doesn't have to keep track of the hours if she gives an amount, and then.
Well, she's gonna
No,
have
she
to
will.
Still have to
her
keep track of
mileage and all
hours.
that
Yeah,
for
gas
her
and
taxes.
mileage.
and stuff.
You still keep track of hours because you got to know whether this is working or not.
Yeah.
So how much time do you spend?
But do you
doing
really,
it?
realistically, do you care?
What?
Do you
She
care?
wants to make money.
She wants
That's
it.
Yes, so
why.
she's gonna,
No, she's
she
got
wants
a
to
goal.
change, she's
Yeah.
gonna
She's
wanna have
changing.
fun,
I think
so.
you want to know that if you're taking in $1,000 a month, how many hours are you working for that? It's just good feedback.
If you're having fun, that's
Yeah, I'm gonna
great.
have fun. I gotta enjoy, and people I'm
Yeah.
doing with.
So
whoever I'm
what's
doing.
most
So
important?
I really enjoy doing
Yeah.
with that
But-
lady.
but-
Well, even more so when you're not having fun. It's a job you have to finish. Then you really want to know whether you're getting
Yeah,
paid.
but also I
This
did.
client's really unpleasant. I'm tired of this, but I'm
Then
going
you
to finish
just
it
say
because
bye
I'm
now.
getting paid. Yeah, right.
But
well,
also, I did
Yeah.
hear some I won't call it, remorse or resentment or anything, but when she was talking about, when she did the design work, well, I calculated 10 hours, but then I spent 20 hours and I could only charge for 10 hours. So then do you end up thinking to yourself at the end, oh my God, I only charged for 10 hours.
learn,
and I
though,
said,
I
even
guess.
though you're having fun, you say you're having fun, are you really cheating yourself?
That's a good question.
Yeah. So in the
Then
long
you don't do it again.
well,
Yeah.
maybe you keep doing it over and
Well,
over and
But,
over.
but then then you're making your own bed.
But
Well,
there's a
what-
lot of
what
people
it
that have
is-
tough
what
time
it is
valuing
is,
themselves. That's not
yeah,
unusual.
see, that's it.
She's
That's
had a
it.
lifetime
have
of
to
it.
do-
That's
It's gonna
what
be
she
hard.
has. Exactly.
But if someone set up this Quicken Book or QuickBook or whatever
Yes.
it's called, and then she just called them and said, I just spent 2 hours on so and so, they just keep track, and then she'd call them and say, I just spent
No,
whatever.
she just
There are
enters it in
services where you just
there's
log
an app on her
online
phone,
and
and all
app
she does is do
really
it right on her
Or,
phone.
yeah, if she doesn't want to do that, then she could just place a call and tell somebody, and they'd keep track. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
Beth,
the
you're right.
least of our worries.
She's
I
not
think.
going to go log on and book hours or anything.
But
you
calling
could-
someone.
Right on her phone.
But
and
just
she,
send
and
them an
you-
email.
she
She'll do
just
that.
she just
She'll
learned
do
how to talk a text.
Oh, my husband, my son taught me how to do
She could
that.
talk a text to somebody
Yeah.
I did
and say, I
that.
just
That's it,
spent an
that's it.
hour on so and so.
Right,
exactly.
And they'd bill them, and that's just the way it
Exactly.
is. Okay, what are you calling your new company?
Yin Creates.
Oh, Yin Creates, and
How
what
about
is
Yin
there?
Creates style?
No, I think we need to think about this, but I think we definitely need to get a peace spiritual angle in it.
A spiritual
That's what
angle.
she's good at. That's what she is. There
Even
is
in the way
something.
clothing,
That's
in the
part
way
of the
people look.
specialness.
Everything.
Okay.
Yin creates, it can't be wholeness, or, I mean, it can't be out
But
there, it's
tra-
gotta be.
transition
Well, something
can
like
be some of
harmony
that
or
too.
something, we have to think about it. I can't, but
Balance,
something,
ease,
something.
joy,
I don't care about
there's
that.
joy.
You need something about being a stylist, right?
Yin creates.
How about
Somewhere.
something about harmony?
Yeah, something
Or
like, especially for the
She
market.
creates
Well, I mean,
harmony in your
I was
presentation.
gonna say there's
in
two
your
things. One's a
personal
name, another
presentation.
one's a
The
tagline.
slogan.
Yeah.
also,
Yeah,
tag.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
You'll have
And I
the
think Yin
stylist
Creates
and the-
is simple.
I like Yin Creates.
Yeah,
But
that's
so then
what-
you can have little bullet points underneath.
Yes.
It's style, for
Right.
fashion.
Right.
It's transitional.
I
Yeah.
think the Yin Creates is a great name. I
Yeah.
think it's
Look
mostly
at you
what they come up
already
with
have your
afterwards.
name.
For the woman who, cares or something, or for the woman who.
Is it just
You're-
women?
you're
Are
so
you
good
only
at
women?
this.
I like the
Is it
word
just women?
transition.
Is it
I
just
think that's-
women?
Well, she
Yeah.
dressed as him every
Yes,
morning.
well, actually, she dresses
What?
men too.
Can
She
it
dresses
be
you
men
every
too, or do
morning.
you
Oh, yeah.
just
I've
want
done men
to?
too.
You
Yeah,
wanna do
well,
men?
But
Purcell
most is-
Gregory at Macy's has got this huge following, and he started with men. And
Yeah,
he's-
Jessica
and now
has
he's
done
all.
men.
Maybe
I've
it'd
probably got 9 women friends who use Purcell.
Oh gosh, jeepers.
Is it men or men and women, or what is this? Families, or?
I think you probably don't have to state. And
Okay.
She chooses
Yeah.
it.
Yin
I
Creates.
did the women when I had
The
my
women.
shop, and then they said,
Just
gee, my
women.
husband puts use them half
Yes.
to do shop
It's
for my
mostly
husband.
women.
So I did a couple, but most of it was the women, but I
Yeah.
did do a
Shop
couple
for
for the
us.
husbands.
Huh? Oh,
And
yeah.
then the husband, she said, well, he's a lawyer, and he's got one shoulder that slopes, so can you make him square? So I did. So, because he said, oh, when he said he's a lawyer, because it's one, so then I had to pad his suit so he looked, and she said, oh, so I did that to all his suits. So it
Yin
helped.
Creates, let's hear some of these Zen
Well, I
type
think
words.
something about a whole,
Lynn
the whole,
creates
for the
style.
whole
Lynn
person,
creates
because
elegance.
it's
Lynn
not
The
creates-
just-
whole
Yin creates
person.
Style and harmony.
I don't care about harmony.
Well, with it-
No, that's
some-
How about the
but
whole
she-
person?
She wants
She dresses you so that
Why do you-
everything is put together, including what
The
you
total-
are.
The whole
Because-
image?
because
the
she-
total woman. The total.
for your whole image, or your whole image.
It's not just an
Yin
image.
creates your whole image,
It's not just image. It's,
No,
it's more than that.
Yeah.
yourself,
Style.
your real self,
Your inner self.
your
It's style in the way you live, style in the way you look, style in the way you dress, style in the way you manage yourself,
Yin
style in the
creates
way
style.
you present. Yeah. It's,
Yin Creates style.
yep.
But
I
some
don't know,
women
that
don't
thing-
care about
Where's
that,
that
though.
thing that was a Style Maker? Where's that magazine? Oh, okay, it says, what does it say in
I
there?
don't have my
I don't-
glasses.
Oh.
But a
Let's see.
style maker is a,
That's a good style maker.
Do you need that, Pearl? I think.
But if you want to
Something
focus,
about how
if
your
you
outer
want, if
beauty
you want
reflects
to,
your inner beauty, or something
Outer
along those
beauty.
lines.
How about
Your
a
side,
lifestyle?
You're not gonna grab me with
Yin,
that.
Yin
Okay.
Creates your lifestyle.
no, because she,
No, she brings out your lifestyle. That's what she.
Well,
No.
but it's called Yin Creates.
Yin Creates style.
Should we change it to Yin Brings
Just,
Out?
No,
it
no,
can
no.
be just
It's gotta
Yin
be
Creates. And then you have underneath that logo, style, if you want to add harmony, whatever those things are. You
Yeah.
can just use simple words.
Yeah.
And it can be multiple, so it's
Okay.
whatever. You've got the flexibility. If Yin's going to create my whole cocktail party, fine, it still works.
yeah, Yin
If
creates.
Yin creates gonna do the buffet for somebody's wedding. Yin's gonna create the whole travel itinerary for
So
and
can
wardrobe
it be
for.
harmony?
I think I would leave the harmony out.
Well, is there some word?
Actually, I like this. How about timeless elegance?
Oh,
That I like.
there you go.
Mm,
No?
I'm not thinking about timeless
You're
elegance.
thinking
when I
of
have to
one
go to
word,
work in the
something
reception.
no, no,
really
no,
short, one
no.
word.
Style.
Yeah, style.
I think style. I think that's style.
Lifestyles.
I think, yeah.
And then a picture or something can show, or
This is messing up.
Oh, a photo of like a before and after, and then
or
it
just a
shows what
photo
the
of
style is.
Yin,
I think just a photo of Yin.
because she's always stylish.
How about a couple photos of Yin, all the different ways she can look?
It depends on the
always looks
venue
the
that it's
same.
being
You know what? It's the tiny little shot of the perfect scarf knot. It's the tiny little shot of the perfect bead
Detail,
on
detail,
the jewelry.
detail.
It's the tiny little shot
Detail,
of the
attention to
perfectly done
detail.
manicure. It's the tiny little
Oh.
shot of the just swiftly curl
Yeah,
of the hair.
yeah.
It's the tiny little shot of the eyelash.
Yin creates your personal details?
No, just style.
Yin
No,
creates
style. Yeah.
It's just Yin creates and style's a tagline.
I think Yin creates and then style in a very
Elegant.
very elegant font.
Yep.
You know, something that's very script-like. You know, that maybe even overlaps the Yin creates. Yin creates Yin, and then
It has to be Asian.
Now we're in the
It has
logo
to
design.
Yin,
Okay.
and then
So when Yin goes to the marsh, what's she gonna say she's or not even the marsh? What are you gonna tell your friends that she does? Or
She's
what?
a stylist.
She's a stylist.
She's a stylist from your life to your clothes to your hair to your makeup to your whole
Dinner
presentation.
parties.
She's a stylist. She's a lifestylist.
what do you think, y'all?
I like it.
You like
Yeah.
stylist or lifestylist or
It
what?
says stylist.
Style.
Style.
Just style.
Just
Just
style.
plain style.
Just keep
Yin,
it simple.
Yin
Creates.
with that's Oriental
Creates
font.
style.
Creates that's more block and more, you know,
You can talk in the text later on about
yeah.
what.
And then the
essentially
style
means.
in
It's
something
script.
fluid and
Beautiful.
yes,
Beautiful.
elegant.
How about Yin creates your style?
No.
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 You create your own
Just
Style, just style.
Just style.
What do you think?
Yin is the word of
Yin?
harmony.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
You know, if they
I'm
have
taking
any
it all in.
knowledge.
I appreciate
You can do that within the bio.
Yin is the feminine.
Okay.
Yeah, you have a great group here, Yin.
I
It's a
know,
gold
I'm
mine.
like
Gold
wonderful
mine.
friends. I know that
I think they all want you to make.
I said,
make-
you know, okay.
make some
I
money.
asked
with us.
God straight. I says, the right people will come. I'm just the came in my mind to ask is that the right people will come, and I think you know Don and Carol Knudsen couldn't come, Lucy couldn't come, and
Laura.
Barb couldn't. Oh, Laura
I didn't need to
couldn't come.
facilitate
Speaking of
anything
Dr.
here.
But what's
Don't
this
forget
good?
the book. I'm
It's
supposed to bring
just
some
fine.
book back that Kurt loaned you.
I'll go get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
This group
I
doesn't
love
need
the book.
facilitating. They do just fine. So.
What a powerhouse of women, my
Okay,
gosh.
so wait, Yin
incredible.
creates style, and so you're going to, what's your
Yin
first,
creates.
what do you think your
style.
first thing you're gonna do is then?
Well, I think I'd get the name and then the
Business
business
card.
card.
The
Get the
card.
business card.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then the website.
Yeah, you have
And
a
I can help you with
Well,
all, I can help you with who can do those things.
You
for
have
you.
to
Really
have the
quick
website.
so.
But I mean, she can get business even by word of mouth. Let's say
Sure.
she doesn't have a website.
Yes.
You know?
Start with
Yes.
this and
Get
start.
all
Yes.
the business word
Yes.
of
gotta
mouth.
have
Yeah.
a-
I would bet
And then also,
that if
Betty-
you went to the marsh tomorrow and someone said to you, "Oh, I love those earrings," which they will, and then you say, "You know, I've reopened my business, Yin Creates Style, and I'm doing stylist work, and I'm
Here's my
available
card, yeah.
to do." would
Can you
have-
hand out your card at the marsh?
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't. You
Yeah,
can, no
yes,
problem.
yes, sure.
I think they just don't want, and I can understand,
You
without-
you can't. I thought I read something once. I can't remember what it is that.
You can't solicit your
Okay,
business.
so if somebody
No, I
says,
can't remember
if
you
so-
can't leave the
th-
cards
th-
out.
this
or I
is
can't
the next
remember.
question.
Uh-huh.
How do you work?
Yeah, how do you
Yeah,
work?
that's
What do
how
you
they'll say.
charge?
That's
How
the
you
How do you
question.
work?
How
That's
do
the
you
first thing
work?
they'll
How
say.
do you charge? And then you say,
on an
The
By
first
the
thing I
hour.
do is a closet consult. Instead of going right to the money, you got to say what you do.
Okay.
So I'm going to help you. First thing we're going to do is have coffee or tea, and we're going to talk about what it is that you want to accomplish. And then we're going to go do your closet work, an inventory of your closet. And we're going to look at everything, and we're going to put together some outfits, and then we're going to see where the holes are, and then I'll shop for you, and I'll fill in for a season,
I
I'll
do
fill in
those
for a
things.
special event, or I'll fill in for
Sometimes an
holes in your
initial.
wardrobe.
I like it. Now you have to, she has to play that back. You have to play that back because that was really good.
Yeah.
If you can just capitalize on that whole little summary
You
that
need an
took
elevator
about
speech.
30
Elevator speech.
Yes, but that took
Kind of-
no more than 30 seconds. That would be it.
Can you play it
Don't you
back?
agree, Al?
I agree.
Yeah.
And I
Not
think
so you could all
even
hear it.
charging for doing an
But
initial
probably.
consultation.
Yes.
You charge by so.
And so
I
then
charge
go
for an
back.
initial
well,
consultation,
maybe
and then
I
we work
should-
from there as to if you want me to shop for you, if you want me to put together
And then
wardrobe,
that's
if you want
good,
me to
because-
work together.
Because
Yeah,
then you
I want
get your
them a
foot
choice
in
of
the
what they
door.
need.
You get
And
your
I-
foot in the
You
door.
know, I'm
with
also
our-
a wardrobe stylist, and I can also make things if you
No,
if
no,
you
no,
have
no,
special
I don't do
occasion.
custom. That's really special then.
No, we
Whether
don't
it's
wanna do
bridal or
that.
Whatever, but I don't
If
want
we-
to.
if-
If it comes to it, then I
do
would.
that.
Well, you,
No,
I
you
mean,
lose
you,
money.
Yeah.
An initial
Yeah.
consultation to determine your needs, right? Or
Or
to,
to review your closet,
and then a closet.
and then we can discuss your needs from there.
It's
Yeah,
an
then we
image
can do
consult. I don't.
make it real simple, and then we can discuss
Image
your needs
consult.
from there. I think that's very good.
So
You
really,
don't wanna get
maybe
too
it doesn't
technical.
need to be an initial consultation. Maybe it's I
Well,
start
maybe
off by
image-
doing a closet consultation.
I think we should start with that.
Yes,
Image
yes.
consultation. Well, like what
And Yin's got one or more. of
Well,
my
she was just
outfits.
saying when
You'll have to
when you
talk
out
to her
sometimes you
about that, I
see
wouldn't
people
know.
at the Guthrie or wherever, you say, wow, that person, could really use some help. I mean, there are a lot of people they don't see themselves the way other people see themselves. And I said,
Well, you
oh,
can enhance them.
I can enhance,
But something you need to quickly is find a hair salon that you can work with, somebody you really like,
good color.
and a cosmetologist that you really like,
Mhm.
and go to the Allure or one of those foundation stores that you can make a relationship with.
I
So you
just
can
took
do the
Mar
whole package.
timestamp, yeah, so I can, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna do your business cards. Who is someone gonna help you with the business
I got a
cards?
few people that would,
I know somebody,
Yeah,
Mark Odegaard. would
yeah,
be
I know
good.
he's been asking, people who, an artist, a creative, he does
And
that.
they're not gonna be ones that come out of the computer.
No,
They're gonna
no,
be
no.
nice
Oh,
printed,
no,
beautiful.
Oh, yes.
It's gotta be a
Oh,
lovely
it's
card.
gotta
Has to
be,
be.
yeah. it's
Do we
gotta
want
be.
it-
You know, the card could almost be one that opens, business card size, but one that opens, so that you could put some of the information about what you do.
How about testimonial? I was gonna ask
Not
you.
on the
No,
business
no,
card.
no.
No,
But
On
if
your
I could have a
website.
letter,
Website, right.
on your website is the testimonial.
I wanna get home before it gets dark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay,
You
so
want, you
I
want to eat
have
anything?
huh,
You
this
want to eat some pie?
pie and
Two
cake.
bites and then
Okay, you
Two
tell
bites.
me what, I have that and at the,
So you're gonna get
Okay.
your business
You want
cards
strawberry or
designed
chocolate?
and printed?
Okay, just grab one.
okay, yes.
Just grab one.
And then when you tell people, like when you wear something and whoever it is says to you, "Oh, I really like that look or that
Well,
scarf,"
people
or
sell
that.
the
You
card
want
out.
strawberry?
Yeah, they sell me at grocery
I take
stores
two.
and they,
Yeah, she's
whatever I
gonna
shop.
have
You've got
stop
your
me.
you're golden, babe. You
Yeah.
just don't have to even spend money on
And
marketing.
there might be a way to get Ruth to write an article in there in the Marsh sometime
Sure.
or something too.
That sounds like a smaller venue that would be manageable than Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Yeah, no, it's word
Yeah,
of
that's
mouth.
something
You're
very
in St.
Word
Paul
of
till you've
mouth.
got an established client base where
Yeah.
you've done.
Yeah, and you've got a board of
Yeah.
directors.
So can we set some goals so
Yeah.
that we can actually be, so we can actually call and say, Yen, today is, you
How
know,
many people
Well, I
told
think-
you you looked fabulous, and how many business cards did you hand out?
yeah.
So every day you have a goal.
And do you have your
I think having Yin consolidate what she thinks she's heard from you all here today, and then send that out to you and say, is this
To
what,
digest
is this
it.
what I heard?
Please, so
Okay.
would you want
I
cake
think
as
that might be a
well?
worthwhile
Yes, I
goal.
do.
Say, we're gonna have that
I do too.
within 2 weeks or whatever it is, you're gonna have.
I'll tell you what really drives you on a date.
That's
Yeah,
right,
deadline.
that's what I said.
But
a deadline.
would you be
When
willing?
can we expect a
would you
business
be
card?
willing to come back one more time
Yeah, I'll have a little piece of cake too, please.
so that she
If
could
Sandy can, I
present?
can.
She could present to you
The card
Yes.
and everything.
the.
And
The
her
design
idea.
of the
Yes,
card?
Yeah.
yes.
You would?
Would you like?
I'd take for Bob if he.
Oh
if he-
yeah,
would
oh
you-
sure.
Yeah.
Would you like some right now?
Yeah, you
I
should
can-
all
Yeah,
take some.
would you give me, honey? Would you give me some more coffee, please?
Yeah.
Coffee, okay. Sue, would you like? which-
You mean we'd come back
Oh.
and you'd have the business card designed by then?
I think
Oh,
she
I
would
think-
show you what
And a
she's
business plan.
got. Yeah.
business plan?
Yeah.
This is what I need.
I think, yeah, taking what she's learned here and
Yeah, a
distilling that into
business- a
something
business
that.
plan.
that
Okay,
You know how
good
much-
notes.
how
Okay,
much-
Bev,
You know, how much
Just-
time would you need before another meeting like this to present things?
And you have to have your QuickBooks set up so that you've got a way to
No,
track
no,
your,
no.
or get the
No,
app on
that's-
your
that's
phone.
I
Browse real
think
good.
just the plan.
okay, but now what,
App on your
tomorrow you
phone.
could just say to somebody, like, could you tomorrow just say to one person that you started your, I like
I've
to
restarted
reopen,
my-
I reopened my
Yeah,
business.
I like that.
I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I reopened my, what kind of business, what are you gonna
My
say?
design business.
Oh,
design
I might be
business.
design business, okay.
What else was I?
My styling
And I'm
business.
doing personal styling now. Personal styling.
My personal styling business.
You like the word design?
Let me hear you say that again.
What?
That's what she had before.
I like the
Like
word
digital legitimacy.
styling. She's, yeah.
The style.
I reopened my personal styling business.
Oh, I reopened my personal styling business.
What did you say you did?
Okay, let's rehearse
I
this.
reopened my personal styling business.
Oh, how interesting.
You know, I created fashion for women for many years.
Oh,
in
I've got
the-
lots. Can I take some for Bob?
Here,
Okay.
we got some
Okay,
paper
I'm
plates.
sorry to run, but I want to get home before it gets started.
Pearl, it's nice to see you.
Really wonderful to meet you. You're
Oh,
amazing.
she's fabulous. She is fabulous.
I tend to be outspoken.
We're very excited about the opera.
Yes.
Oh, I am.
Well, you all come to San Francisco.
That's
And
right.
I will
She
dress
will
you-
dress
I will
us
dress
all.
you. I will help you with your outfits.
We'll take it on. It's gonna be a challenging book to work with, but I think very exciting.
Oh, yes, it is. It is.
Okay, is that not your words that I reopened my personal styling business? Would you rather say I reopened my, how would you say it? Yen?
She probably has to think about it because she's too busy right now.
You
It
know-
could be consulting too.
There's something about I help people with their outfits that sounds so like, oh, I need
Would
help
you
with
like
my
that too?
outfits.
Because I have both. No,
Rather than,
yeah.
you know, it depends on her customer base. That rather
like
than saying
flowers?
you're a stylist, because how
Let 'em
many
go.
people
Or clothing consulting.
you think of a stylist as, you know, more people are using stylists, but you don't think of everybody having a stylist. But everybody could use help with their outfits.
A clothing consultant. Yin will not stop with one sentence.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
nice meeting you. It was great discussion.
Thank you, Pearl.
Thanks, Pearl. You're just
You'll round it
great.
out very good.
Oh, wait. How much time do you want before you're gonna have your next meeting?
1 month.
Okay, 1 month. All right?
Because we know we're busy the next 2 weeks with our, maybe 1 month from now. That would give,
I say a month.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna leave these notes here then for you, right? Or what?
Okay, or you
What?
want to,
Type it and send it to you.
you're good at that.
That'd be great.
You're good at that.
That'd be great.
Okay,
Okay.
Al, oh,
Hey, Jade, can I put it in the box?
yeah, that one is not good. Here.
I have a note. It doesn't matter, That's fine. No, that's it, okay? It's just easier so that it won't fall out.
So then Cal can become personal trainers.
Personal trainer to these ladies.
Right.
Yes, why not?
A PS and a PT, a personal stylist and a personal trainer.
You know, for a lot of trainers that are doing really, really well, who are traveling from client to client.
And in the transition years,
We all need personal trainers.
Is that what you're doing now? Are you working at the Marsh?
I work at LA Fitness.
Oh, do you?
Which one?
I was just down the road at Hopkins. Now I just moved to Brooklyn Park.
Is it full-time, Al? No, it's great.
Good for you.
And you like it. You love it. That's fantastic.
I like it, but I like it better if I was doing it on my own.
Yeah. Well, that'll come.
Yeah, but can't you
But yeah,
Develop.
It'll come.
Oh, yes. Oh, definitely.
I need a personal training sort of regimen that allows for this kind of food.
It's eating very clean the majority of the week. Then
That's
you can,
right.
You can allow
Then you
little
can
indulgence
eat,
in it, one
yes,
meal and-
exactly. Because we have a cabin, and when the kids come up, I mean, during the week, you know, they like desserts and stuff like this, and I mean, and cookies and chips, and if it's there, you better believe I'm going to eat it. So the rest of the week, it's like zip.
Well, Al's like that. Well, here's a personal trainer. And
Yes.
he works out.
It's
he
like
does his
salads.
But
It's
you've
like
got
salads,
a perfect
oatmeal for
link to be
breakfast.
feeding him private clients.
Oh boy,
Oh,
do you
yeah,
ever?
And you can feed your mom clients.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I'll feed him. Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
the clients you mean? Refer, yeah. But
Not
I'm just saying-
food feed.
Oh yeah, I do
fashion
because
feed.
he does. He eats all the stuff I make for him.
of course.
He likes that, all the natural and fresh. Okay. Oh, did you
Oh,
get
so
one?
you have a
This
new
isn't natural
business. We're real
strawberry?
excited.
Huh?
Is this natural strawberry pie here?
Well, I don't. It came from.
Locally sourced?
I don't know. It's from. I think
The neighbor made it.
Yeah,
Free-range
no,
strawberries?
no, it's from Perkins. She said she apologized, she dropped it, so that's why it's kind of messy. She had
Free
it in the car.
range
So
strawberries.
Yen, do you think something came
Cage
out of
free yard,
today?
cage
Oh my
free
God!
cake.
I think just a dialogue, just the energy. I mean, this is well, of course, I asked for the right people to come.
But do you
the right
think?
energy.
Do you think that it
Kinda
helped
nails-
you?
Oh yes,
It did. Okay.
yes, oh yes, definitely. You know, it's.
Did you?
I think it's just kind of so in
I did.
what
I wasn't going
would
to
be
do it,
best
but I
because
did.
you know some things. I mean,
Right.
I haven't eaten something
it's a
like
good
this
idea. I
in
mean,
about
all good
6
ideas. I
months.
could do that, like the
Try
events
keeping
and
on your
doing
low
that.
I'm
blood.
breaking that
I
right
just
now.
want to let me more myself. I
Not
have
our
more
can't
control
work,
than
it can't be done.
myself. You know, I have more control than working with other people.
You'd make yourself crazy trying to do anything.
And other people too.
Unless it was your company and you.
Oh, I think I want to do that. I
She's
know
not a
this-
good boss.
This the time of my life now. I just want to be.
Okay, this is
really
very good
carefree.
then.
Yeah.
She has her
really
own
good.
strong vision.
Yeah, this was excellent. You were so much more than I thought. She told me how great you guys were. So.
Yeah, I-
But
And the right time, you know, the right people was here, because then,
Yeah.
I know, and I wanted Don Carroll, because he's the entrepreneur, and he knows what he wants from me too, but then what did he say he wanted? Now?
He would agree with everything here.
Yeah, what did he
Yeah.
want?
Don, because I know he wants the best for me too. What did he say? I thought he was gonna try to call, he said too, but he just got done from the VA with some kind of a pain thing. And he just got done on 4 when he called. He said, we're going home, so I don't know if he's gonna have to rest. I think maybe too much for him to come.
This
But did
was
he give an idea with the business?
Yeah, he started to, what did they, and I didn't.
this was perfect
I think it
because
was
because you
perfect.
really focused in on the
Yeah,
styles
right,
thing, and that's a
Plus,
big
are
deal.
you going to make this into a CD?
in terms of what now?
In terms of that
Dialogue.
No, a CD that you could, that Don could watch, or a.
Oh, could certainly can
Yes,
watch, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, so he thinks you're good at, I mean,
He thinks I'm good at everything, but
Oh,
I mean,
uh-huh.
and then and Didi Phillips was she said the same thing. You I don't know, it was very nice. You know, she said everything you do is perfect. You know,
But Yin also likes sharing.
I do, and that's that's
She really
I
gains from
really enjoy sharing my little tidbits, my little in fact, with Pearl.
What's that?
Don,
Papa's.
Gary,
I'm not gonna say what I thought
Gary, Gary
I heard.
somebody.
See, it lets you give of your soul at the same time that you're giving the expertise. And that's always the magic of how you interact.
It's a passion.
Yeah, I just it has to. but
So
it
when
has
you
to
would
love it.
you would fix brunch, it wasn't brunch. It was a bloody work of art.
Yes, right.
And
But
so
Yin needs beauty and to
the
share.
table
Yes,
was this magnificent thing that no one wanted to touch. They all wanted to take pictures.
That's my expression about yin. Yin creates beauty. Whether
well,
it's about
should
the
we say
person
beauty
or
and
about
style?
I think you wanna keep it
Just
simple.
one word.
No.
No,
I
no.
don't think you want to say beauty because
Some people are.
No,
I'm
some
not,
people are
I'm not
offended by
saying you should say that.
but that's what she does.
That
Yes,
is what she does.
absolutely.
Mhm.
She creates beauty.
So do you.
And beauty is so needed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you don't dare say Yin creates beauty.
No,
This
Oh,
Yin
style.
Creates.
Because I don't want
Style, that's
the
good.
ego just I don't
The
want
next
that.
thing
I
about
want
Yin
other
Creates is
people-
it leaves the whole.
I want other
Yeah.
people to say
But these words that are
I want to-
underneath, could it be style, beauty?
Yeah.
Well, style is good, we thought, but
Not beauty.
no, I would just make it just simple style because that really covers everything.
Yeah.
You know, it covers.
Well, that's
It
what I
doesn't
think is a
limit.
style maker. I
No.
think, that would make me think
That's
it's
what you are.
a style maker.
Or
Well, I mean, there's different
Yeah.
levels
Okay.
here. I mean, there's the title, there's the name of the business, there's the primary focus style as part of that.
Mhm.
Then there's things you say, down the road, down the line.
I reopened my style making business, my stylist business,
my style, yeah.
My consultation.
my fashion.
I reopened my
Consultation.
design business. So
Yeah.
I'm back
Uh-huh.
to
And then they'll say what? Then they didn't go da 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 da.
Right, I like the design business. You gotta find words that you like, you know,
It comes
it
natural.
comes natural.
But design to me means from the ground up. So I think I reopened my. If somebody says to you, your necklace is so gorgeous, say I just reopened my consultation business, and then they say, well, what does that include? And then you say, I'm a wardrobe consultation. I consult
Fashion or is
Yeah.
is that
And a fashion,
Can you say I reopened my stylist consultation business? Is that too complex?
It's
I
gotta
see
be
the
the
word
word.
a little
I
bit.
opened my fashion.
See, some people like the
Consultation.
word stylist, and more people should have stylists, but it's a little bit still like you gotta be corporate or you gotta be. You
gotta judge your audience. If somebody in the hallway would say, I put your outfits together.
Yes, yeah, exactly,
Be
exactly,
real.
exactly.
You don't need the fluffy food. They don't want that. Talk to me on where I am that day. If I'm
And
in
then
the
when they
parking lot
say,
at
well,
the
what do you
grocery store-
charge? It's $150.
No, you do not.
What do you say?
I do a consultation. First step is to have a consultation with you to go
And then
through
we
your
would
wardrobe
discuss.
and your closet and figure out your
But
plan.
what do you
And
charge
then,
for
and
that?
she asked
And
what
then
they
you
charge
can
for
say
that.
I charge.
That's just $150. So
yeah,
I'll come
just say,
out. I'll spend
initially
time.
it's $150.
Come out to do a consultation.
Yes.
And I'm going to spend time with you in your closet.
Yeah.
Figure out your lifestyle, figure out your needs. We'll identify what the holes are in your wardrobe. We'll identify how we put some outfits together with what you've got.
That's perfect.
And then we make magic from there. And then I'll
Yeah.
go shopping for you. And you never have to worry about another thing because I'll take care of you from
Some
fall,
people
winter,
That's a
spring.
big-
have the
that's
money,
a
but
big-
they don't have.
Every
That's
single
it. That's
venue
it.
you
See,
have.
I'm
whatever
just
you
saying. I'm
need,
just saying she should have Betty in her back pocket.
No kidding.
You know,
Betty,
because
that was beautiful.
it is. It's
It'll flow from her.
she's got a gift. So it's just that 30 little seconds
Yeah.
of this is what I
The
do,
elevator
and then
speech.
and then you stop. That's
right.
important too.
Yeah, that's true.
You say,
It's important to stop.
I've got an opening on Wednesday when I come out.
Do you believe it?
That's it. Yeah,
You can learn that from your.
that's it. I have an opening
Give
on
her
Wednesday.
50%.
You know,
Well, what's best for you, morning or evening?
yeah. What's better for you, morning or
9 or
evening?
3?
Uh-huh.
I think that's an important way to get
That's closing.
gets you in the door with them, gets an experience of you.
Yeah.
You don't need to talk about anything more than the initial price. Everything else would be about based on what you're finding out from them.
Exactly.
That's the
Exactly.
listening session when you find out what they need.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's just get the foot in there and then you can go on from there.
Yeah, right.
And you can be sure you can work together.
And you may
Yeah,
price.
yeah, to see how the
Right,
response.
you might think,
Yeah. Oh, this is.
I don't know.
and so
Yeah.
you'd say,
Yeah.
you could say to yourself,
Is it
well, if
really-
I'm gonna do this one's
You're
gonna cost me
you're talking
$1,000.
I know,
an hour.
it really is important to me that I
Yeah.
have a good rapport.
Right.
with
Yes.
them.
Did you want
And,
to
you
try?
know, I
Yeah,
do
that'd be
connect
great.
with
But you're
them
gonna
well.
find out
You know,
about.
some people you just really enjoy, you know, them.
Well, you know what you get a sense of
They
them
read
when
people.
you meet them, and
Especially
I mean,
when you go in their closet.
yeah. Oh, and then you really get a sense.
Oh,
You're
but I do
also
that.
by
There's a-
finding
there's a
not
hand-
every client's
no,
for you,
You can
so
come
you-
over.
you don't
You
wanna
gotta give
do
me a
it.
couple weeks to
Yeah.
clean my closet before
Yes,
you come in.
I
They
know.
always
That's the
say
part
that.
about saying no.
Yes.
A couple weeks to clean my house.
Yeah.
And take
Oh, you can't go in that room.
Oh,
I'm one of
critical
those.
paperwork is it? I don't
But,
think so.
well, this has been just super great, and I
Good.
value your time, your energy, your creativity, your words, your thoughts, imaginations.
You can do whatever the heck you want.
But, you know, I like that it's open-ended and it doesn't limit. So, you
Yin
know, if you
Creates
feel
is
like
good
you
at
want to
it.
do something
Well,
else, you can do
Yes,
it.
yes.
Well, that's how I, with Betty, you know, I did her dress first, and then, I don't know, we talked about food.
Then she
and
went shopping for
then,
me,
yeah,
and
then we
then
went
she
to there,
said,
and then we,
well, we really should do this. We
and
really should
then
do
I said, oh, you
that."
got the shoes for that? No, how about the earrings? I said, you got a purse? I said, so then I see something, I said, that looks just like Betty, she needs that.
The only difference is you have to have a price up front if you're going to expand into the food,
Yeah.
into the flowers.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
And
yes.
except
Oh,
some
yes.
people,
Oh, yes.
some customers are more like, you know, it doesn't have to be so clear. It's sort of like you're their stylist, like.
You're their consultant.
But,
Yeah, and they
but you-
trust that you won't overcharge them and
Right.
you will
No, I
not,
do
you
that
know,
with my landscapes, but,
you kinda,
Yeah, because you,
because I just work with them year after year and we do what's needed.
and that's how often,
But
know,
you have to
we're
set that up at the beginning. I mean, you can't allow yourself to be drawn into areas where they think that.
Oh, that's
you've
part of
covered
the
it.
gig too.
Well, like you
oh,
have
I
your
learned that
see,
early
for
in
the
my
closet
business.
consultation, here's my kitchen closet, and here's my
Yeah.
bathroom closet, and here's our water closet, I mean, you
And
know,
my daughter needs it.
right.
Yes, you really need help there, but it's not me.
So I need to, get all your notes, and then if anything, feedback, write down, and then I will.
Tomorrow
take
you
the-
have to promise that every person who tells you you look fabulous, you say, I've reopened my business.
I reopen
And
my
I do
business.
I do consulting for people on how to
But
put.
they ask how much you
How to
charge,
put
you know,
them-
'cause they,
how to put
not a lot of
themselves
people do
together.
say that.
You
know,
say,
right
let's
away.
talk about that after we have a consult.
No, just I
You have to
I
charge
start
for
the
the
process with
consultation.
a
Okay,
with
what
a
about this?
consultation. It's only
Yeah.
$150, and then I get you
Yeah.
set up with the whole. I
What-
put your wardrobes together. I put outfits together for you, accessorize, and then you got holes in it. Then I'll go shopping for
Okay,
you.
what about this? What about
That's
the person?
exactly the way she said it again.
Well, you
Exactly.
gotta,
You have to get used to that.
But you
well,
have
but she
to-
has to say it in her own words.
that's what
Well,
I
what about saying you like? Why even say that you've reopened the business? Why not? Because they'll go, well, what were you doing when you didn't, or whatever. You could just say,
I'm offering.
I have a stylist business, or
Yeah,
but
okay.
you like that as an introduction.
I like
mean,
that
it's
because
kind of a
then,
nice
then
flow.
they can say, well, what were you doing before, and just say, I did.
I was fashion designer, I did wedding gowns.
Yeah, I
Oh, and then when they hear that, then they get all their ideas of what they want to do, of what they might need you for.
Or what if you said, I've just expanded my fashion design business,
Oh, style, uh-huh.
and now
Fashion styling business.
and now I'm doing personal styling. So
Uh-huh.
I do wardrobe consultations and so
That's good too.
Personal shopping.
I've
personal shopping.
expanded
Because
my
that-
stylist.
that-
Yes, that's good.
adding that fashion design to the beginning puts this aura you know, I've been designing wedding gowns and
Well,
all these
yeah,
things for
and then
years.
and then most people when they stop and they say, "Oh, you look, you know, fabulous. Where'd you get this?" Usually ask them, you know, and I said, "Oh." Then I can say that, you know, I'm a personal shopper, a fashion stylist, you know. And they say, "Well, no wonder." I mean, they'll say. Oftentimes that's what they say, you know.
No wonder.
Yeah.
And then you say, but it doesn't have to be a wonder. I can do it for you.
Yeah, and they said, "No, but yeah, you look the part." I mean,
That's
I know.
the difference.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a big
This
difference.
Yeah,
There's-
you look the part. You
There's
know.
magic in
That's-
this.
That's the
right.
reason she got where she got.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
That you have to be able to say the next line to make the offer.
And you also have to be able to include in there some of the boundaries, because I think Yin is very generous.
Yes.
I've expanded my fashion business. How can I help you? Or how might I help you? Or I
No,
know.
I wouldn't even say that.
Right
I would
there,
just,
I'm gonna book you for a consult in your closet. You
yeah,
gotta
I
get
would just,
that.
I would just give them the.
Right
Ooh, that
there.
sounds like
After that, just give them the card and not
Yeah.
say it. How can I help you?
And that often,
No.
that's
Say,
my,
I've got an opening on
drawback before was
Wednesday.
they said, "Have you got a business card?" And that I never had.
Well,
Get it.
Yeah,
oh,
sure.
so
Yeah, I
So
need that.
go to Ace Hardware and have some made that aren't even gorgeous. Just have it in your closet.
Yin
Because
Creates.
tomorrow,
Go to
I
Kinko's.
know. See, that's my thing, my perfection, because I got everything perfect.
I
you
know,
the
but
font
maybe-
and everything.
tomorrow you're gonna hand out 5 cards.
I know, but she doesn't have the cards yet.
So you go to Kinko's and do it tonight.
How much does this person charge for the
Older guy.
Mark would be fabulous.
Yeah, I don't think he
I
would
could do it
charge me.
tonight.
Yeah, he could do it
If you
tonight.
knew what
Just-
you
Oh, do that
So
then.
Just get that, you know.
Just start the original one.
Just-
But
Yeah,
I
if you
wonder if I
wanted,
should
I
have my
could do it.
picture. Some people like.
No,
No.
not on the
This-
card.
wait a minute.
No, no.
We're talking two different things. We're
No.
talking about having business cards. Can you have them by tomorrow to anyone that says how nice you look to
Sure,
hand
she
them
can.
a
She go to
card?
It
Kinko's
doesn't
right
have
I
to
mean,
be perfect.
are
The first
you-
100 cards doesn't have to
are
be
you
what you're
gonna-
lined up with. Right.
Are you going to agree to that, or what could you agree to do by tomorrow?
Well, this one can't help me tomorrow, but I mean, I think I can do it next week.
Start it in March.
Yeah. I
You're gonna promise me that tomorrow, every person who tells you you look fabulous, you're booking an appointment to go through their closet.
okay, yeah, that's.
Then you don't even have to get a card. You just right then and there write it on your
And what's she gonna
calendar.
charge for that first one?
$150.
There you go.
You know,
Just say,
Yes.
I'm sorry. I
No.
And I'm gonna
Okay.
go through your
Say,
closet,
sorry, I
we're gonna
just ran
assess
out of
what you
cards.
have, I'm gonna put together some outfits for you with accessories, then we're
So
gonna
popular
identify where the
around
holes
here.
are.
Identify the holes.
And then I'm gonna go shop for you.
If she gets 6 of them, she'd have almost her $1,000 for the first month.
That's right. That's absolutely.
What are you gonna wear tomorrow?
Go for it, Sandy.
Whatever yeah.
Whatever you feel like.
Because,
Whatever.
and you
Throw
can
on,
say,
right?
and I can style your wardrobe from what
A
you
to
wear
Z.
to the marsh to
Yeah.
what
I
you're gonna
work with
wear
her.
for the most fabulous event, and
Yeah.
and I'm still a
And
a fashion designer
for
as well,
your
and
and for your
Great.
trip to Europe.
and I'll even pack for you.
That's what I did.
And go along.
Do you think tomorrow you could book how many people for a closet consultation?
I'll bet you could get one.
Are you going to the marsh?
Yeah, if you get
Yeah.
start with one, if you get that,
Yeah,
you can
why
feel
not?
pretty good about
Oh,
yourself.
just go for one.
Yeah, go. I could,
Well, you should tell them what happened last night at the Old Log Theater.
oh.
This was just wonderful.
Oh,
Geraldine Steele.
Okay. Well, she was the, yeah.
She was singing last
she was
night.
there. And it was her birthday, so we went, and then at the end, you know, I congratulated her and thanked her for a wonderful show, you know. And she said, "Oh, I walked up before I even said anything to her. She said, 'Ooh, you look fabulous,' you know." And I said, like, "Thank you for the show," and da da da. And then my friends Karen and Shirley was there. It's her birthday. She said, "Oh, your birthday!" Well, she's like, "I'm 48," because she announced that she was 40. She said, "And I suppose, well, are you 45?" You know, and I said, "No, up, you know." She said, up, you know, I could say up more. She said, "You know, can't be up more than me." She said, I'm 48. I said, "Yes, up." And she says, "Well, and I told her, you know, how old I was. She said, "No way." She said, touch me, spread it to me, touch me." And she just went over, you know.
I want it to rub off
I'll
on
rub-
me.
she said, "You gotta
Call her
I'll
tomorrow.
do this." She said, "You look
Well, that would be good
Call
to
her
call
tomorrow.
You could.
Call her tomorrow.
Is there someone you'd like to call tomorrow, or would you
Geraldine,
rather?
There you go.
You know,
Call
she
her
could
tomorrow.
use-
There
yeah,
you
she
go.
could use
loved meeting you at the old log had.
And she's on
Yeah,
WCCO
on
every
Sunday
Sunday.
nights.
Yeah.
said
I
had
could
so
do-
much fun meeting
I can
you.
do a complimentary.
No,
No.
Yeah, we're gonna beat you
no more complimentaries.
See what I said? It's the end. The end of the
That devalues it.
complimentaries.
Yeah,
No. The whole object of this whole thing was
make
how
money.
how can Yen make money doing what
Think
she
about
loves
how
to
beautiful
do.
you are and how much fun we could have. We'll go through your. We'll
Yeah.
start out with the console. We'll go through your closet.
Yeah, she would give me a
I
plug
can
on
charge
on
you
her
money and
show,
still be
too.
your friend. So there you go.
Yeah.
She would get you on her show to talk about
Sure.
this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you think tomorrow you could call her and get a $150 closet consultation?
I'm gonna shoot for that. Give her
That
a
could be fun
That's
for
Do
you.
you have her
That would be
phone
good.
number? And
That's
she was-
good.
Do we have her number?
fun doing it.
Oh yeah. Oh, I would have fun.
Where's
doing
her
it.
number, Geraldine? How do we find it?
Geraldine Steele?
Oh, I just threw everything away. I can find it though. I mean, she's got a website.
Okay, can we look it up?
Sure.
Let's get it. Let's make this easy.
Yes, let's
No.
make it exactly. She needs you. Let's make
Oh.
it easy.
Oh.
Let's make it easy. Let's get the number. When are you
We're
gonna
new
do
board
it?
of
Let's do
directors,
it now.
Oh, you're gonna call?
Geraldine.
In fact, we're making the call right now. Geraldine.
Oh, you can practice. That's a good one.
That's great. You guys
Practice
are
on the real
wonderful. Wonderful.
I'm learning the computer. Does anybody want coffee or tea or hot?
No, we're fine.
I'm gonna have to go pretty
This
soon.
You need to just put an app on your phone and log out your
Is this
stuff.
yours, Al, or whose is
No,
this?
it's Scott's.
What
Oh,
did you
here,
do?
I'll get out of your way then.
My husband collects
See, teaching
Indian
your
artifacts.
mom how to use her
cowboy
phone. Then.
artifacts and stuff.
Yeah, I can
As a
talk
customer.
into it.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my god.
But
Navigate by talking into it.
Oh, it is so
Trying to
easy.
text like
Oh,
this.
and I hate texting.
Right.
Just speak
Because
it.
I'm not a typist. That's why
Yeah.
Pearl knows. Because I just want to say it.
So when you go for that first closet consultation, that's pretty exciting, isn't it? Will you let us all know that I did it?
Okay, I got all your emails together.
You can do a group email.
Okay, we're gonna
Gotta
get
get
a
that
number.
first one.
Yeah.
Just like getting that sale. First sale.
Yeah.